I thank you for your continued pledge to the knighthood.
Ended bongo.
I thank you for your continued pledge to the knighthood.
Hey. Saw my sub had lapsed and used my Bezos bucks to fix it. Hyped for today.
Why, hello there, chat. Ladies, gentlemen, friends from beyond the binary. Welcome to our last stream of the week. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chat. We're doing it. We're in Elpis still. Things are good. Things are swell. Chat, welcome. How are you all doing? Lovely to see you all. Hello. Up here. Top right-hand corner. Thank you for the almost hype train, chat. Thank you, The Whimsical, for the 11 months. And Kane Lightsworn for the 4. Hey, saw my sub had lapsed and used my Bezos bucks to fix it. Hype for today, as am I. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I've really enjoyed my time here in Elpis. And the thing is, we've still got a fair bit to go. Like, when I teleported here a minute ago, I don't necessarily want to spoil myself too much, but when I teleported here a minute ago, like, there's still 2 big zones to go to, you know? So, feeling pretty good. Where's the everyone on Discord? Did I not ping everyone on Discord? I didn't. Wait, let me fix that. Hold on. I've got to let the people know. At everybody. Final stream of the week. Boom. There you go, chat. I did it. Hello, Andy. Will we get a nice day thanks to your stream? Oh, well, hopefully. Hopefully, Tenchi. Not at EV. Crit. Hiss. Naughty. Stop. Pie. You too. Let me see who's in chat, shall we? Hello, everybody, once again. Taj, hello. Shoybox, Naughty, Lemon, Gorshun, Astrin Whitethorn, Kendra, Serena, Taj again, Celeste, Lotus, Shoybox, Thanko, Pear Squared, E.T., Gorshun, Cloud, Kate, Ruby, Pear, Asik, Armo, Lazy Rico, Rewind, Aiki, Pi, B4, Dash _ FTW, Risha, Koji Man, Finster, Clue Lesbian, Jorthal, Sagittarius A, Aiki, Yosarasara, Winterfall, Gorshan, Yuri, Tuna, Phoenix Senpai, Luke, Unga Danken, What the Sound, Whimsical, Umemi, Chromatica, Magdalena, where am I here? Kane, Finster again, Naughty, Locket Sprite, August, My Bubbles, Sorely Burn, Arcasia, Dreamer, Yoful, Krikov, Pi again, Betty. I tried watching the VOD this morning, but my internet said no. Betty, oh my goodness. If you're going into today's stream with no prior knowledge of yesterday's VOD, it might be a little weird. We're hanging out with none other than Venat today. So if you weren't here yesterday, you wouldn't know that I'm hanging out with it. Voldar Fumbledink. Come on in, buddy. Thank you for the 2 months. You'll be pleased to know your D&D NPC exists, but my players decided to not go anywhere near the town in which his name is actually Rufus Fumbledink. That's his full name. They didn't go anywhere near the town. So maybe next time, which is 2 weeks. Maybe next time they'll find him. Thank you, Voldar, for the 2 months. I appreciate it. I really do. Creepy McPaintalot, hello. Cypher, hello. Tenchi, hello. Amy, welcome. Tuna, Clivey Bear, Dag Almighty, Big Day. Gomez, hello. How are you today? Nemesis, welcome. How are you today, sir? Lovely to see you. I'm so hyped for today's worthwhile stream. The fact that so many people getting excited tells me today is going to be big in terms of story, which is nerve-wracking. Armo, hello again. Gotham, how have you been? Hopefully doing well. Purple Elpis? I mean, it's, you know, you never know. You never know, Contemic. I like how stream delay makes me hear the boop before Andy hits enter. Great. I'm glad, Pear. Shit. It shouldn't be that big. What is it, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds-ish? Sand Squared, hello, Sand. How are you today? Welcome on in. Lovely to see you. Michael, hello. Michael, I know. I can see you there. Hello, how are you today? Ready for more adventures with Crystal Mum? I certainly am. Hello, Andy. I'm watching your stream at work without audio because I forgot my headphones at home. Well, Cypher won't get to hear this chat, but Cypher's pretty cool. So Cypher, if you're watching the VOD, hi. But for now, chat, Cypher's a pretty cool guy. Kind of like him. Sign, hello. Clivey Bear, thank you for the gifts of the Youngie9966. Welcome on in, courtesy of Clive. Cheers, buddy. Very kind of you. Welcome on in, Youngie. Enjoy your stay, sir. Hey, folks, I made it. I don't know what I made it for, but I made it. I hope you're all having an absolutely lovely day. Relaxing, full of good air, better water, and the best food. What's the best food? Why, NDD20 stream, of course. Food for the soul. Sign, I like that. Thanks, buddy. I've not seen you in-game, Sign. Normally, you're slightly ahead of me in the MSQ. Have you maybe gone a little bit further ahead? Whereabouts are you at the minute? Not. I don't want, like, physical details, but, like, have you done a few more quests than me? Whereabouts are you, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're enjoying the MSQ. Terralyn, good morning. How are you today? Welcome on in. Where am I here? Yeah, buddy, Fumbledink. They will find you eventually, and you will have a quest for them. Finally get to watch you live. Normally asleep when you're streaming. Well, Youngie, welcome on in. I'm glad you could make it. PT, good afternoon. How have you been, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Beard, hello. Hildebrand time. Yep, chat, today's a Hildebrand stream. I thought I'd come stand here just to debate all of you. No, we are doing MSQ before anyone panics. Shirokazi, good morning, Andy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Pretty good, Shirokazi. Not too bad. How are you today? Hopefully you're doing well. Cloud, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still struggling a little bit with my medication increase. I've been very tired, very fatigued, kind of just... I've not had energy for anything. Yeah, it's been weird. My days have just consisted of, like, streaming and then, like, not being able to really do much else. Like, you guys might see me pop into FF14 in the evenings. I'll do a couple roulettes and I'm in bed. Like, I am just drained at the minute. So I'm hoping, I've had a lot of coffee chat this morning. I'm hoping that will hopefully carry me a little bit through today. I might start petering out somewhere at the 2 to 3 hour mark. In the stream. We'll have to wait and see. Martian, good morning. How are you today? Celeste, Lotus, hello. How are you again? I have a hard name. Hello. I thought today was crafting, gathering, and Hildebrand. Well, it can be. It can be. The Endwalker story is so good I might even remember some of it. You pain me. You pain me, Naughty. You really do. I'm not going to continue that conversation. Just an alright gamer. Hello. How are you today? Welcome on in. Cami Raven, or Cami Raven? Hi, Andy, from Australia. Hi. We are quite literally on opposite sides of the world. How are you down there? Hopefully having a lovely time. It's winter right now, isn't it, for you guys? Hopefully you wrapped up nice and warm, nice and toasty. Kimberly, hello. Hello, Andy. Hello, chat. Happy Friday to all. I hope everyone is having a lovely day. Kimberly, I'm having a lovely day now that you're here. How are you today, Kimberly? Hopefully you and the family are all doing well. Good morning, Andy. Work's on hold because Thunder knocked my Wi-Fi out. I hope this stream kicks ass as always. Dace, I'm hoping so. I am hoping so. VOD team? Yeah, shout out VOD team. And the lurkers in chat. I know a lot of you lurk and don't even say hello. So hello to you guys for lurking in the shadows. Yeah, thank you for being here. I had to make a bit of a buffer as you rapidly catch up to me because I flew out of the farm. Horse says hi. Not my horse, but she says hi. I'll be back on Monday. All good, buddy. All good. I'm hoping you don't pass me today, but I feel like I'm in danger. Sign, I'll try and stall as much as I possibly can. And chat, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not going to stall. Some people count this as stalling. This is community building. You can do it, Andy. I hope we can help you get through it too. Thank you, Tenchi. Just inject that caffeine straight into your veins. I more or less have at this point. Flavindi, hello. How are you? Welcome on in. Afternoon Monk, how are you today, sir? Orange, welcome. It's as wonderful to see you, Kimberly. And if I could hear your voice, I'd say the same, but I cannot. But I can imagine it. Hello, Andy. A good afternoon to you and the lovely Venat. Isn't the what I love the most about, when I say the most, I mean that's clearly wrong. Something I really enjoy about Elpis is not just the significance of the fact that we've traveled through time to this time and place millennia ago. Not only does the world look great, but the skybox, that's amazing to me. I think the skybox here is beautiful. And I think the only skybox in the game that rivals that of Elpis is the moon. Because obviously you've got like an unimpeded look at the stars, and I love that. As someone who's big into like space in real life, being able to go to the moon and just sort of like soak in the majesty of the stars, the cosmos, is great. I love it. I spent a lot of time there yesterday, actually, just watching Etheris rotate. I love it. It's so good. I made a joke before that obviously in Warcraft, there's a shot when you're on a spaceship overlooking Azeroth, overlooking the planet, and they, clearly wanting to, you know, obfuscate things, half of the planet is just clouds. It's kind of in the same way that the world map in Final Fantasy XIV, they use clouds to obfuscate regions that we haven't been to yet. So the fact that the Final Fantasy XIV team literally made Etheris and said, there you go, there it is. We're not hiding any continents anywhere. You know where everything is. I love it. It's so nice. Was that a shooting mount across the sky? I've seen a couple. Maid of War, hello, how are you today? If anyone accuses you of stalling, well, I have a nice empty plot waiting for some new fertilizer. I like the not-so-subtle threat sign. Bickering, happy Friday, buddy. How are you? What am I doing this weekend? A lot of relaxing. A lot of being horizontal. I think Bickering is the plan. I'm painting some miniatures at the minute, and I kind of wish I'd brought one up to show you. I made a little post about it on my Patreon last night, actually. But I'd probably do that. Probably paint some miniatures. I'm really enjoying that at the minute. It's a nice way to get away from a, you know, computer screen, TV, and just sort of like focus on something that isn't necessarily virtual, you know. A bit of that and a bit of gardening, I think. I need to get out and mow the lawn and trim some bushes back, but yeah, that's the plan, I think. I'm good, Tar. Gym has been achieved and shoulder seems to be nicely rehabbed. Very nice, Monk. Very glad to hear that, man. Rio Licious, hello, Rio. How are you today? Welcome on in. Enjoy your theme park day. Sounds lovely, man. Sammy, hello. They're pretty good, aren't they, Sammy? They're pretty good. Akira, how are you today? Welcome on in. Assistant Professor Evil, hello. It is. I really wish we spent more time on the moon, on the surface. And it's a contentious topic, apparently. People get really up in arms telling me that it's perfect, but I really do wish there was a bit more time spent on the surface. Because we do spend some time on the moon, but most of it we're in the burrows with the loperids, you know? I kind of wish we just got to mosey around a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, there's that Allegan craft. I'm sure there's a side quest which takes me over there. I might have to go do that at some point. WoW kind of shot itself in the foot with planetary views, considering they put giant globes in Ulduar that went out of date. I know, Beard. And they even spoilt some things on that globe, right? And I feel like that made them backtrack and think we can't do that again. Because they kind of spoilt the next expansion in doing it. Anyway, now the Sirens need to hire someone to fill out the Ilsabard map for the Warrior of Light. Pretty sure stalling is what I'm doing with 6.4. I didn't start it for a week or two, and I still haven't finished it. Kendra, come on. Azislar's Skybox is up there for me, but has a very different appeal. Azislar's great, Umbra. It's very, very nice. There's certain weather that happens in Azislar which makes it even more beautiful. Lime, hello, how are you today, Emily Lime? Lovely to see you, hopefully doing well. Being more consistent with strength training and getting to a chiropractor has done the same for me. I'll jump in that boat. There you go, Kimberly. I need to get some physical therapy done. I've got something known as clicky hips or snapping hips. I don't know the actual medical term, but it's something to do with like a tendon sliding over a bone in the hip joint and then it pops. I know that's really gross, actually, and I probably shouldn't have said it. Enjoy that, chat. Hopefully some of you have just cringed. I need to go to a doctor about that, because I'm running, and every now and then I feel like a pop. Anyway, that's TMI. It's not gross, it's just, it makes a sound. Anyway, I'm just digging a hole at this point. Doing well, thanks. Getting tattooed later today. Lime, my God. Can I ask what you're getting tattooed? You don't have to answer that if it's like personal. But bloody hell, that's awesome. We're now painfully aware that we're all sacks of meat. I mean, now I am. Now I've read that, Taj. Is that a real thing? I think I have that. How does one fix it? Monk, if I knew, I would tell you, but I don't. Like if you... Oh, no, I'm not going to get too into it because it is gross and it does hurt. And I don't need to think about it. But no, Monk, I'm going to hopefully talk to a doctor about it. So I'll let you know. WD-40. No, genuinely, if I could spray some WD-40 on my hip joint, that would do it. But unfortunately, getting to the joint is kind of difficult. There's a lot of flesh and muscle in the way. Yeah. My mum brought me a blahage. Oh, an IKEA shark? Buddy, hold on. I need to go Google this right now. We have an IKEA golden retriever plushie that we got Luna when she was a puppy. So we've got a photo of her with it when she's way smaller than the like plushie, and now she's like double the size, and it's been great taking like periodic photos of her with the plushie, watching her grow and watching as the plushie gets smaller. Let me have a look. Blahage. Oh wow, oh that's awesome. IKEA do make some good toys, don't they? They do make some good toys. I'm obsessed with the, oh no, I'm gonna butcher this, the Jungle Skog. Jungle Skog? I've tried. I've given it my best shot, which is a big bear. Wow. Greetings, everyone. Friendly reminder that Vader knew Obi-Wan was alive for 17 years. Greybeard, I didn't need to know that. But now I do. Thanks, man. How are you today? Welcome on in. Soul, try on that. What? Show, please. Give it a Google. Give it a Google. It's a very cute, cuddly toy. Let me scroll up here. Lime, what are you getting tattooed? I'm getting a peony tulip, a flower I discovered recently that I didn't know was a thing. Allow me to Google it, Lime, so I could also have a look at what this looks like. A peony tulip. Oh, that is very nice. That is very nice. I can see it comes in many different shades. Are you going to go for like a, I don't know, like a blush pink? A hot pink? It's like a purpley shade as well. It looks lovely. Hi, Andy. Not feeling so mentally great today, so hit a lurk and relax the stream. Meg, come on in. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not feeling great either, so hopefully this can be like a mutually beneficial transaction where me streaming can hopefully help not only you, but myself as well. Get on in here, Meg. We've got beanbag chairs in the back. Go relax and chill out. Care to explain why Blahage is a trans icon? I don't know. It matches the colors of the trans flag, and it's nice to cuddle. Oh, there we go. Lemon, immediately with the trivia. Fantastic. It kind of grew out of Reddit, I think. Ah, cool. That makes sense. Ah, yeah. Now that I'm looking at the flag, Lemon, it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm obsessed with the Jungle Skog. Mystic Sky, hello again. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Mosa Oberon, hello. Just watched your Endwalker Theories video on YouTube and crapped up when you mentioned the DeLorean. Right, yeah. I've not even spoken about that, have I? One of my theories, chat, and it wasn't even a theory, it was more so... I don't know. Eliminating an idea, I suppose? I mentioned that the only way we could possibly learn more about Amarot, Hythlodaeus, Azem would be to likely chat with Venat, right? I'm trying to think of people who still existed, who we could maybe converse with to find out more. And I jokingly mentioned the DeLorean, and again, for people who have not watched Back to the Future, it's a time machine. At 88 miles per hour, you travel back through time. Never did I imagine it would happen. Like, I think I mentioned during Shadowbringers that I was surprised that time travel would be prominent in the story, given how it was dealt with in Heavensward. Like, I thought they would have looked at, you know, the Alexander Raid series and thought, you know what, let's not touch time travel again for a while. And then they do it in Shadowbringers, kinda, a little bit. I say kind of because it is time travel, but to me it's... there's got to be like a differentiation here, because it's time travel via dimension hopping? Question mark. It's not traditional time travel in the sense that you're in the same dimension going back. You're on your dimension and you're going to another one, like diagonally through time. Anyway, I've been trying to wrap my head around the time travel stuff a little bit in my spare time. Because something I was watching back yesterday, or after stream in the evening, was I was going back to the beginning of Endwalker, when we first chat with Venat, and she says something that in the moment flew over my head. Because I thought she was referring to something else completely. I took a screenshot of it. Let me go grab it, chat. In fact, I'll put it on the screen. Bear with me. Venat quote. I screenshotted my very own VOD on Twitch. Bear with me. Where is it? Sort by date. And you can see my camera in the top right-hand corner. Venat says, "Then I shall honor the promise made in another time, another age." And again, you can see my... there you go, look, my webcam. I didn't do a great screen cap. And when she said that at the beginning of Endwalker, how many people would have gone, I'm going to travel back in time in this expansion? To me, I thought this was a promise she had made to those 12 who aided her in summoning Hydaelyn. Never did I think this could maybe be referring to us. Because yesterday I mentioned, or incorrectly mentioned, should I say, that upon us mentioning the events that transpired in the future, we're creating a splintered timeline. But I don't necessarily think that's the case. And again, this is corking time. No, if I get something wrong, just go, this fool, this idiot, could not remember. But we know that Elidibus has seen us here. He mentions that before we travel back. He says that he saw us in Elpis. And we've not seen him yet. So I imagine at some point maybe other members of the Convocation are going to come over here and join us. Maybe in reprimanding Hermes for not being the greatest scientist. And maybe, you know, doing these scientific experiments without explicit permission. He sent off his own creations into the cosmos. Surely that's going to result in him being given a slap on the wrist as if to say, "Oi, buddy, what are you doing? Are you trying to alert, you know, extraterrestrial beings to our whereabouts? We're going to have to remove you from the post or something." I don't know what's going to happen there. But anyway, we know that at some point Elidibus sees us here because he recognizes us back in the Crystal Tower when we mentioned coming back here. Right? Heidelin also says, then I shall honor the promise made in another time, another age, which I now suppose is referring to us. And the only other thing that I've got to go off of, and I didn't watch it back, so I could be incorrect, but I remember loosely them mentioning something about Argos being, not snappy, but not trusting or something. And again, this is rhetorical. Don't, like, if I've got it wrong, just, you know, go to the spoiler chat channel and laugh at me. But I think there's something to do with Argos, and the Argos seemingly trusted us when they're not normally a trustworthy individual. So that maybe is tied in also to what's happening here at the minute. So, on the topic of time travel and how it works in Endwalker, I'm wondering if it's different to how it worked in Heavensward, because the Alexander Raid series is a closed loop, where it's fated to happen repeatedly, over and over in this loop fashion. Time's a flat circle, right? I don't... And again, like, I haven't had enough time really to sit down and think about this. My mind has mainly been preoccupied with, oh my goodness, I've had an 8-week baby scan and I can see my future child. Like, that's my brain at the minute. So Final Fantasy has unfortunately taken a back seat to that for the past couple days, which hopefully you can understand. So I might be getting some things wrong here and it might be kind of all over the place, but as I understand it, everything that is happening right now obviously has happened before, hence why Venat, through Heidelin, honors a promise made in another time, another age. It's why Elidibus recognizes us in Elpis. It's why Argos trusts us. Is all of this has happened before, but has it happened in this timeline that we're now in? I almost feel like us traveling back in time is... And again, this is all rhetorical, please don't answer, just laugh at me if I get it wrong. In us going back in time, so say this is our timeline, alright, here we go. I'm gonna do a visual demonstration. This is our timeline. We've gone back in time, and we have created a splintered timeline. But within that splintered timeline, everything that's happened in the game thus far will happen again.
I feel like Venat would be disappointed if you weren't distracted by the baby scam.
Rainy
Hi,
Bear,
Andy.
right?
Hi, chat. Indeed love.
Rainy Bear, thank you for the 3 months. I greatly appreciate that. I hope she would too. I hope she would too. I love how it said Venat's name is Venat. Venat, yeah, it's good. Artisian, welcome. How are you today, Artisian? Lovely to see you. So, in our timeline, we've jumped back, and upon us mentioning to them the events of the future, a splintered timeline has happened. 2 options here, so this is the first option. Splintered timeline has happened, and then from that splintered timeline, everything we've experienced is going to happen again. And then eventually in that splintered timeline, millennia in the future, we will travel back in time again. So while they are, you know, on a micro scale splintered, I do think it eventually loops back on itself in a way that it creates like this strange, almost like a spirograph. Is that what they called? Spirographs? Like, you know when you used to put the pen in and then it would spin and create like intricate patterns? I almost feel like that's what's happening, is we've got like this big sort of like Mobius strip of an infinite redirect loop. Luke, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's either something like that, where we're infinitely just... It's all, like, everything that's happened in our timeline is what we're doing now, but us doing this closed time loop. So, again, on a micro scale, it's like we're splintering things apart, and it's not looking great. But on a macro scale, if we were to zoom out at what's happening, it is inevitably a closed time loop. That's how I'm envisioning it. And that could be wrong. And again, I don't necessarily want anyone to answer that. This is me, like, vomiting words into the void and trying to get across my point of view. I'm sure I'll gain a better understanding of it as time goes by. I've not had a lot of time to really delve into it. I've not been able to look back at how Alexander necessarily worked, but I know Alexander is a closed time loop. And I kind of feel like that's happening here as well. And I think where my own, not issue, but where I've gotten a bit muddied in the past is when I look... Yeah, I'd love to, Pi. Is when I look back at Shadowbringers, the way time travel worked there is kind of different to how it's working here. And as I mentioned before, I think the reason for that is that it isn't necessarily... Now, again, these are all made-up words. It's not necessarily pure time travel, because, again, it wasn't Graha traveling back in time in his own timeline.
I thank you for your continued
Rather,
pledge to the
he
knight.
was traveling to another dimension, you know? Bear with me, I'll keep expanding upon it. Zed, welcome back for 38 months. Buddy, that's a long time. 3 years, 2 months, to be exact. Can we get some love and chat for the lovely Zed, please? Hello to the people in the computer, Zed. Come on, did you say that? You've missed it, buddy. You've missed it. How are you, man? Hopefully doing well. Hopefully doing good. Had some good news in my favor for a change. Had a tax error. Hey, here we go. Oh, 11 happy days. Very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. Psych, I don't know. I suppose so. Is the time travel mixed? Kind of. We don't time travel in Shadowbringers, though. Graha does, but we never do. You're right, buddy. Listen. All right, you're getting ahead of me here. You're getting ahead of me here. I'm not referring to me. I'm talking, when I say how we try and travel, I'm talking about the game. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me continue. So, when Graha time travels, it's not, again, pure time travel, in that he's not going back onto his own timeline. He's leaving that timeline that he's in his dimension, and going to, like, this other dimension. And intersecting within their timeline. And he says, doesn't he? Is it in the cinematic?
When old feelings start to stir.
Bear with me here. There's a quote.
Like
June! Thank you for the 500 bits, June. I greatly appreciate it. It's very kind of you.
Before I am gone to Greece for a week.
My goodness.
Please don't finish your Endwalker while I'm not here, Frown.
June, I'll see what I can do. I'll stall for you, June. Thank you for the 500 bits. Have a lovely time in Greece. Hopefully you get up to some fun. I'm sure you will. Can we get some love and chat for June, please? Not only for the 500 bits, but some well wishes for the journey ahead. Umbra, I think it's, if history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. That's what I wanted to focus on. Graha says something like that. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. And it might be, if history must be undone, let it be undone. I don't know. But he mentioned something about letting history be rewritten. And that's in stark contrast to how a time loop might necessarily operate. So, I think in terms of what we're dealing with right now, that's it, Momo, thank you. So I think in terms of what we're dealing with right now, we're looking more so at the tried and true, tested time travel formula that's established back in Heavensward, right? Whereas I think Graha, not only does he want to save the world because of the calamity which, you know, is caused, but he almost goes in defiance of the established order, nature, and says, you know what? To hell with it. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten, which is why that's so much different to how we've experienced time travel again with Alexander and now Endwalker. But again, my biggest takeaway is, whilst this does seem on a micro level, Peachy Gummy, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Welcome on in. L-Tid, Specs, Old Man Harley, Chris Guru, and Flygon Gabby. Flygon was one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 3. So good. Love Flygon. How are you, Peachy? Thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. It's very, very kind of you. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Welcome on in, everybody. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. No longer do you have to type in chat every time you get an ad. Why do people do that? I'd love to figure out why. Whenever people get ads, I feel the need to go, I've got an ad. Like, yeah, okay. What do you want me to do? I can't help you with that. I swear the stream has more gift subs than any other stream I've watched. Sarjamir, it's new. It's new, I tell you. They're baiting gift subs. I know, and I right. That's what you've cut to the point for me, Crit. And Prop, I get that. But like, what do they want me to do? Like, stop? You know? I don't get it. Ads tend to happen to people in spots people want to see. I know, but they know ways to avoid them, and I've been very transparent in that I've pushed Twitch Turbo, you know? I've said, hey, go subscribe to Twitch Turbo, watch all of your streamers ad-free. I even say if you want to run an ad blocker, run an ad blocker. Like, it's going to impact me, but like, I'd rather that than people mention it, you know? I wish I could help. Prop, I appreciate that, buddy. I do appreciate that. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, it's kind of awful, isn't it? Clivey Bear, thank you for gifting us up to Shanali. Shanali, get yourself in here. Risa Sky, hello. How are you today? Am Goats, hello again, of course. Welcome on in. Einfact Norb, hello. Flygon Jin was my favorite Jedi. That's such a great name. That's such a great name. Cephalia, I know, I agree. I didn't use ad blocker, that's why I'm seeing 4 ads. Good. Good. No, I'm only joking. Thank you, Mystic Sky. I just opened my email and got an ad. No, sign. I got a gifted sub like 30 minutes into my first stream here. That's very nice. Hey, Yggdrasil, yes, it is. It is, but the reason I mentioned it was back in 5.0 when we were going to go fight Hades. Like, I think it was like 7 or 8 people were like, oh, ads! And I'm like, I took a moment to do like a speech. I was like, guys, listen. Go subscribe to Twitch Turbo. Because, you know, it's a great deal if you watch multiple streamers, you know? That way you don't need to necessarily subscribe to each of them. If you watch like 10 streamers, get Twitch Turbo, no ads on any of them. It's great. Happy Friday, Sparkling Parfait. Lovely to see you. Anyway, I'm getting bogged down in all that stuff. Time travel. As I was saying, I think on a micro level, when we look at what's happening right now, it looks as if we are creating a splintered... Should I go... What's that website where I can get paint up? What is it called? It's like paint.js? Found it. Okay. So... Chat. If this is our timeline, right? I don't know why it's going blue. Hold on. Why is my line going blue? One sec. I must have some sort of like... There you go. Fixed it. See-through. I fixed it. So, this is our timeline. Chat, this is going to be so shit. And let's say it's about... I'll change the color to red. About here, we travel back in time. And this is the time of Elpis down here, right? And then again, we go forwards. And then we go back again. So it's fated to keep happening. And then imagine this keeps happening over and over and over again. Because it's fated to happen every single time. Until eventually... Now, how can I do this? Can I copy this? I don't know how to copy this, chat. Forward and back and then forward and back. So, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. This is such a shit way of describing it.
That was truly cringe.
Yusuke, what do you mean?
Can you do me a short favor, ND?
Of course.
Is it possible to have you full screen and look corking? Just because. Have a lovely weekend, y'all bull barrel.
Look corking? I'm looking pretty corking right now. Forward and back, then forward and back, then forward and back. Thank you, Lord Carr, for the £6. The cringeworthy bits, I appreciate it. Let me undo all of this if I can. Seemingly, I cannot. Okay. Chat, this has all gone downhill. Let me erase all of this. One sec. Oh, no. The pain of paint, chat. The pain of paint. I can't even see my cursor. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. So, again, now bear with me here. This is going to be such a shit interpretation of it. So, on a micro level, it looks like we're creating these splintered timelines, right? I'll redraw it on the left-hand side. So, on a micro level... On a micro level, this is what's happening. Timeline, go back. Timeline, go back. Timeline, go back. Timeline... But I think, in actual fact, it's more like this. Now, bear with me. Oh, no. Andy, what are you doing? Oh, chat. So, look. And then, look, the timeline's like that. And then eventually it loops back on itself. Like that. And then we have a closed loop. Nice turkey. Oh, no. Sonic Star Timeline. Oh, no. That's not a timeline. That's a timed starfish. Happy little closed time loops. Bob Ross. Is this a shooting star? There we go. Meteon. Well, thank you. Thank you for helping me bring it full circle. Yeah. No, this is Patrick. It's a star. Damn. Time explosion. I too trace my hand to draw a timeline. Boki, yeah, if you were to keep zooming out, eventually it would look like that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So if you were to zoom in on this circle, it would actually look like on the left-hand side. Correct. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. So over like hundreds of thousands of millions of these timelines, eventually they all connect up into a perfect circle. Yeah, time's a flat circle, chat. Anyway, that's that. I will leave that for now. Well, he did it, and he broke time. Billions and billions. Yeah, I know. We've gone over the top, haven't we? This is like that Philomena Kunk exploration of time. Dag almighty, I've not seen that yet, but I cannot wait until I get to it. Oh, wow, what a beautiful shot to Eidolon. It's nice, isn't it? I'm really enjoying it here, Sajamir. Again, Elpis is lovely, isn't it? There you go. Get a couple screenshots in there. The only other thing I wanted to do today, because I mentioned it yesterday, but I don't know if I'll do it right now. Maybe we'll do it later, or maybe next week, is I wanted to go get my webcam, and I wanted to spin the old Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Actually, no, it's Distant Worlds. I've got a Distant Worlds vinyl record, and it has answers on it. So I thought maybe we could listen to that and reinterpret the lyrics, maybe? Because obviously, Answers has been brought up a fair bit in the story recently, and back in Shadowbringers we did something similar, where we listened to Answers back and realized that there are contextual clues within Answers that answer some of the things happening in the story. So back in Shadowbringers, and again, someone in chat remembered the line, I've not re-listened to it between today and yesterday, something about basically a line of the song which reads something along the lines of them being sundered, right? You're saying the song named Answers has answers? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Sir Linkalot, really? Okay, I didn't realize that. Answers is the best music of FF14, one of Matsu's magnus opus. Umbra, that'd be great, wouldn't it? That's it, Cloud, thank you. Our souls have been torn and our bodies forsaken. That's correct. It's great, isn't it? Take a shot every time Andy references the song Answers. People are gonna get so drunk, Leonix. Clearly the only solution is to watch the A Realm Reborn cinematic again. We rewatched it just before Endwalker. Just before. So drunk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Second rule of time travel, don't explain time travel. First rule of time travel's complicated. Yeah, tell me about it. Spoiler chat's already dead. Sorry, guys. Althenes, hello, how are you today? But yeah, I think I've not got it all set up. But yeah, we could maybe do that at some point. It should still be plugged in. I'm tempted to try it out, just in case it does still work. Answers is one shot, Mercedes equals finish the drink. Okay. Well, that doesn't count. I said those words because someone in chat said it, okay? Rose, how are you today, Rose? Lovely to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Only shot I'm taking is of orange juice since it's 9 AM. Celeste. Okay, I'll let you off. You can have some orange juice. Sure thing. Sure thing. But yeah, chat, hopefully today we have some fun. That's the plan. One thing's for sure, today is the day for a lot of feelings, timey-wimey or not. GT Sierra, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say we've got some good things happening today? Remember to keep yourself hydrated, that way your liver might survive the ND drinking game. That isn't guaranteed to work though, is it, Lemon? It's 9 AM for me too, but I have today off and a bottle of vodka. Time to join the drinking game. Oh no. Defunct, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Is it Pim's o'clock yet? Feelings. The feeling of drinking too much. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we'll do an answers deep dive right now. Mainly because I think my brain would collapse. I don't think I'm ready. Again, I'm feeling pretty woozy today, chat. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'll save the answers deep dive and we'll like, again, look at the lyrics next time. But for now, shall we begin? Shall we play some games? I think we should. Neo Kevlar, good morning. How are you today? Lovely to see you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day today. I would save it for when you finish this zone. Worthy of his back, Venat has a new course of investigation in mind. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Meteor. Or Meteor. Meteor? I don't remember how they pronounce it. The Meteor. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galeen said she spotted him in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's do it. Cloud, yeah, exactly. Hey, Clivey Bear, what you eating, man? Or what's on the menu? Hey, Neo Kevlar, I'm glad you're having a good time. Matea, thank you, Rando. I appreciate it, man. Also, I cannot wait until we come here and do all of these side quests. It's like, look how many there are. Look how many there are. Like, I feel like they knew people would enjoy side questing around here. I saw this yesterday after stream. Look at this. The Morble has taken him hostage. But isn't that how you ride the mount, technically? The Blue Mage mount? Like he holds you? I love it. You did all of them? Hey, Chaos, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I can't wait to do them all. I'm so wrapped up in the MSQ right now, though, that I feel like if I were to start side questing, it'd be like hitting the brakes at 100 miles per hour. I need to find time to do it, though, soon, because I'm hoping that, you know, hopefully some of these side quests will add some context to the world of Elpis and might help in the corkboarding process. But yeah, right now, I was going to do it, but I feel like the MSQ is sort of going at ludicrous speed at the minute, so. Rainy Bear, that's awesome. Well, hopefully we have a good time today. Fingers crossed. Vantage point. I've not found a single sightseeing log in all of Elpis so far. I don't know if I'm just not paying enough attention, but I've not found one anywhere. Here we go. Are we going to get out our spyglass and, like, look at something? Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Ah, what about that one? Have you the means to fly? No, just quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos! I was hoping this would happen, given the name of the quest. His 1,000-yard stare, chat. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Endy here over to that island? Stubborn creature. There is no place on this great star we have not together travelled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. I've actually, I've met him. What, you've ridden him before? Ah, your before, meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. For now, we've had a big discussion on time travel. Just before all of this, trust me. Interesting. It is certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Oh. Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. Whoa, I don't know if we should cross blades. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you? Traveler out of time. Oh, I love that. Please let that be a title. Traveler out of time. Choose your battlefield. I will do what I must, and if this memory turns out to be a bad one? Question mark. Choose your battlefield, Venat. What's the meme from Super Smash Brothers? Fox only. Final destination? Is it? No items? I'd love to see that mocked up. Just like me and Venat on Final Destination. That's it. No items, Fox only, Final Destination. No items, robes only, Final Destination. I'd love that. It's just me on the left and Venat on the right. I'll have to make that at some point. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Okay. Very cool. I guess this boils down to that age-old question. Like, because again, for people who weren't here earlier, kind of going into the time travel shenanigans of what's happening. If we are in this time loop where we keep going back in time, as fate has ordained it, how did this timeline come to be? Like the original timeline. It's like a chicken or the egg. Like, which came first? So eventually it does get closed off, but it gets closed off by the fact that we did it at some point. I don't know. I love time travel stuff because it makes my head hurt a little bit. And I kind of like that. Oh, she's down here. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Venat. Elpis is a beautiful place, and this feels... Of all the places we could have dueled, this doesn't feel like the most impressive. We could have dueled on an island somewhere, maybe. Like a floating isle. Shall we begin? Be warned. I'll not go easy on you. Wait, I need to have a chat with Argos. First chicken, then flour, then some egg? Oh no. The entity is identical to the one you encountered in Mare Lamentorum, except this Argos is pointedly ignoring you. Okay. Lazy Recco. I know, but we could have backflipped or something, you know? I know, Rando, I know. We were on a Dragoon. I could, like, hop, skip and jump. Anyway, shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Okay, sure thing. Wait. Okay, chat, now is probably... Oh, no, I'm gonna have to change my glamour. How close am I to an Aetherite? Okay, I'm gonna finally crack open some of my weapon coffers. Wait, do I not have... Oh, here they are. 515. 533. There we go. Brand new weapon coffer. 539. There we go. 539. Wait a sec, chat. Chill. Ironwood spear. I'll go on then. I'll crack them all open. Why not? Why not? Listen, chat. I'm not going to be able to handle the ridicule. Manganese helm. Behemoth queen. Oh, okay. What does this even look like? Okay. Okay. I used this armor from the Wolf's Den in another one of my glamour plates. That's cool. Okay. Let me use them all, and then we'll get it kitted out. Chat. Is that the one ring to rule them all? And then final one. I don't have any accessories, do I? No. Okay. Now, is my armor chest full or empty? It's empty, so I can actually equip it all. Can I change glamour plate here? Okay, chat, one sec. One sec. It'll literally... I know some of you are going to get pissy, but I'm going to quickly go change my glamour plate back, and then we'll go in. Unable to... Okay. Glamour plate... There you go. Done. It'll only be a maximum delay of like a minute. Oh my gosh, streamer with the stalling. I know. Understandable. Glamorous Biss. I agree, Petey. I agree, buddy. Thank you, Kamira. Thank you. True 14 players recognize that Glamour's priority #1. Behemoth Queen is my favorite song by ABBA. Behemoth Queen. I'm not going to sing the rest. Glamour is very important, isn't it? Very important. Do I have anything to dye my chess piece out of interest? I should have some in my inventory. Do I want to match Venado? No, I think like the binary of black and white. I kind of like that. Okay. Shall we begin? Be warned. I'll not go easy on you. Yeah, okay. We'll be fine. Fine. Kendra, I agree. Something I didn't mention yesterday. You know when Hermes gets his staff out? And it... Oh, the music. You know when he gets his staff out and it, like, glows? Like, the unsheath animation is like it summons into his hand? Can I get that? I'd love that for some of my jobs. To have, like, alternate unsheath animations. That'd be so cool. Anyway, background music 100, because I know people are going to want that. Far greater than memory. Boundless, the tale of our foes? I can't make out all the lyrics, but I'm enjoying it. Anyway, chat. Let's give it a go, shall we? Okay. You ready, chat? I'm trying to listen to the lyrics before I go in. Okay, chat. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Let neither side hold back.
I'm not going to hold back, buddy. I'm going all in. And I feel like I'm going to get absolutely wrecked. We'll see how I go, chat. We'll see how I go.
My blade sings!
Okay. So far, so good. %91%. Okay. Way. That was I almost made a mistake, chat. Very nearly. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, we're good.
My blade sings!
All is going slightly well. We're not dead yet. Okay.
Impressive.
80%.
I shall have to try something different.
I mean, we know that Venat is a ruthless combatant from when we saw them take down Sharkman yesterday. So I am fearful.
No quarter.
Oh, she's got dancer weapons now. That's cool. Haha, I like that. I really like that.
Have a taste.
Oh no, okay. I'm ready. Okay. Woo! Holy shit. I've not... Ah, shit. I've messed up my damage overtime uptime, chat. Despicable play.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Okay. I'm nervous. Oh! What is she now? White mage? True arrow. Okay. Okay, what am I doing here? Are they going to explode? Yep, okay.
Prepare yourself.
Oh no. Oh no. When can I stop running? Oh, it's still coming, chat. It stopped. Okay. I'm gonna stand here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stand here. No! Shit! Crap. I wasn't sure how big the knockback was gonna be. No! But nah, how could you? That's cruel. That's so cruel. I should have stuck to my gut instinct. Okay, we're good. We're only now at halfway point, chat. Oh my god.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Thelema? Thelema? What the hell is... Hey, 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 hey! Okay, so far so good. Any more? Any more? Yep. Thelema agape. Oh my goodness, chat. Nope. How the hell am I meant to destroy all of these? Oh my god. Come on! Oh. Okay, focusing on the agapes first. Oh, chat, it's all gone downhill. Okay, hopefully this will work. Oh no! Is it over? Am I dead? Hey, are you okay? Can we be friends?
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Look at all of her different weapons! A blade of light! Oh my god! How can I live? I'm dead, right? I've got to be. Yeah. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I love that the first message I read is, did you want to use more AoE abilities? Yeah, I guess so. Thank you for the help. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. I'm not ready. Chat, this is genuinely not, this isn't the reason I died. My mouse button on the side. Oh. There you go, we're working again. A bit jammed. It jammed halfway through. It didn't mean anything. Like, it wouldn't have saved me. But it jammed halfway through. Get Limit Break done. I have yet to beat this off very easy. I have a video of the song with lyrics, no spoilers, I checked if you want to after. I had the sun in my eye, yeah, in my room with all the windows shut. Oh, dear. No, again, chat. It wasn't the reason I died, but I had to manually click True North at one point. It's fixed now. I'm on it. I'm on it. Surprised I did this first try as Gunbreaker. Whoever beat this first try, quickly tell us all now, so we can all congratulate you. Give you a pat on the back. I completed this first time as Dragoon. I have no idea how in retrospect. Hey, well done, Lemon. Well done, Gorshan. Well done. Crit. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. Do you guys get 3 out of 3 fish as well, out of interest? I did this first try as Monk. I kept doing this until I beat her. It took 3 times. Yeah, you got 3 out of 3 fish as well. Wow. That's amazing. The entity is identical. Okay, I've already spoken with you. Huh. I think my best bet is to prioritize saving Nastrond for when they all clump up at the end. I think that's the plan. We'll go again. I'm not going on very easy. Not that there's anything wrong with going on very easy. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it.
Let neither side hold back.
I'm a big advocate of going on whatever difficulty ensures that you have the most fun. I'm having fun. So, for now, I'm sticking on normal. Okay. Thank you again to the person who told me to AoE. That was literally the first message I read, as if they'd pre-written it out. Like, oh, he's gonna die. Oh, let me write up a paragraph. Okay. Okay, all good. No, we're not. Yes, we are. That almost went horrifically wrong. Alright, we're good. We're good, chat. Okay.
My blade sings!
My blade sings! What does it sing? I'd love to know. Okay. Does it actually say here what weapon she uses?
Impressive.
Hero's mantle, armed with a
I shall
hero's
have to try
blade.
something different.
Ah. And then this is when she changes to the dancer, right? Moose's mantle, armed with a muse's war quoits. Quoits? I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
No quarter.
Okay. I've just seen Argos in the background just staring off into the distance. Oh, dear. Don't get me wrong, chat. I think Argos is great, but Argos's face is just so blank. It's kind of funny. Just a complete and utter lack of any emotion. Okay. All good.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Margos's mantle, or Magos's mantle, I suppose. Okay. I should be fine here. Should be fine, in theory.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. My bad. And then we go to the middle. And here should be fine, right? I think so. Yep, nice. And now we've got to deal with the ads again. No, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Now the ads. Okay.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Let's move to the final trial. And again, I think I'm going to save Nastron for when they all stack up in the middle. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, that didn't kill it. Yeah, this is what we're going to need to do. A nice, big, juicy AoE, I think. But I don't know how... Like, the range of my AoE just feels so... awful. Like, it didn't hit anything. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. It's another disaster. Oh, that does not feel good. You can't hear it, but I'm panicking. It's over again. Oh, shit. Hello. I'm back.
Shed your burdens and show me your strength.
I just wanted to see the cutscene again. Don't forget the usual buffs. I am. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mummy clapped again. I think AoEs was a red herring. My secret of doing this was being on very easy. You pop your food buff? Okay, I'm not using a food buff. Don't worry, Andy. I found 3 times where I beat on very easy. No, I'm not gonna go on very easy quite yet. I'm happy to go again. The thing is, no, I'm not gonna get into it because people are gonna think I'm being salty. But my God, like, I'm here thinking, okay, I've got to make sure I play properly because if not, I'm gonna get all the armchair critics who are like, oh, you had uptime of 0.2 seconds left on your life surge, and it's like, okay, yeah, sorry, I made a minor mishap. I think at the end there, no amount of buffs could have aided me. No? Come on. Thank you, Sero, you cheeky bastard. Oh yeah, Firelord Van. True. Oh, no. Like, that's... I mean, I'm not salty. It's the fact that after every attempt, I feel like people are like, I'm about to hit him with all the hard facts. It's all good. I'm happy to keep grinding. Some of you may not know. I love a challenge, right? I do not mind throwing myself into the ring multiple times. I did this okay on Red Mage, but Dragoon looks a lot harder. No, don't make me feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. I imagine someone's going to be like, well, I actually beat it as a Dragoon with like under 50 item level under the average or something. Ah, dear. My only other idea... I might have to single target
I thank you for your
ahead of time
pledge to
with
the Meteor.
AoEs. I think that might be what I have to do.
The key to success is hugs and hot cocoa.
Is that Kendra or is that Horsefan? I can't tell. Kendra, thank you very much for the 7 months. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome on in. I would have a hot cocoa if it weren't so hot today. First time I did this, I was as a bard and screaming the whole time. No, chat, again, no need to make me feel bad. Like, there's... on both sides, the people who are like, hey, it's fine. This is really, you know, it's really hard. And other people who are like, I beat this first try. Like, it's all good. I'm not getting salty, but my God, like, having every play you make, like, dissected is, it can get aggravating, and I'm only on the second, now third attempt. Okay. I think the plan... No, because I don't think that's going to work. I have such great maneuverability in being able to run around, and maybe I'm focusing too much on the AoE, and maybe if I do just focus on jumping around, I should be fine. And then maybe AoE the final 2 or 3? Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Do the jumpy thing? Channel Estinian? Do I have any food I can eat? Oh, I had a ceremony invitation, chat, to a wedding and I didn't go to it because I was busy. Ignore that I have that in my inventory. Anyway. Oops. Archon Burger! There we go, chat. Free minions, I know! I know! Anyway, chat. 3 isn't my lucky number, but third time lucky, right?
Back.
I'm not gonna hold back. I've been holding back these first 2 goes for now. You wouldn't believe it, but I really have been. For your benefit.
My blade sings!
My secret is that I'm actually using this as a nice way to stall and bump up interaction on the stream. It's not. It's not. Okay. Okay. All's going well. Okay.
My blade sings!
I'm not gonna lie, I think the most off-putting thing about it, again, is just knowing that Argos is there watching my every single move.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Please don't. Just keep doing this. I'd be fine if you kept doing this for now. That'd be great. Thank you. Keep going. Just keep using the sword and shield.
No quarter.
No quarter. I'm trying to think about what my favorite solo battles have been. And I do think that one in A Realm Reborn, north of the Waking Sands. Again, I forget the name of it every single time. That was so fun. Okay. Alright, you can stop that now, Venat. Thank you. Cheers. Okay.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Yeah, you've definitely not beaten me already. No, definitely not. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think we can afford to have some of them hit her. I just need to be specific in which ones I destroy. And I'm guessing the pinky, orangey, purpley ones are the most important. And they would replenish more ether to her.
Prepare yourself.
I'm preparing myself. Okay. stones next, isn't it? Which just reminds me of Titan, the whole attack. Okay. Okay. Time for the new strat, chat, which is just jump around a lot and kill as much as I possibly can.
Let us move to the final trial.
I've not been here before, Venat. Definitely not been here before. So I'm gonna take this bit slower because I think I can afford to save some cooldowns. And this bit as well. I think I'll save cooldowns here too. Alright, we do now have Nastron ready. And go. Okay. I picked the worst place to start, but that's fine. Oh no! Chat, it's all crumbling down again! We're good, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, they did both get inside of her. Oh, that's painful. And now I'm out of all of my cooldowns. Focus on these first. Oh no! I'm just out of gas! I've got no gas, chat! No gas left in the tank! No! Take me, Venat! Oh no!
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and
Show me your strength of will. Ah! She's got me again.
Bar despair, bar despair, bar despair.
Bard Despair? What does that mean? Rafgarian, welcome back for 2 months. Surely it's Dragoon Despair, no? I don't think AoE is going to work. I think that's what I've learned. I don't think AoE is going to be the one. I don't think it's a gear check. I don't think it's a gear check.
Grab your shield and sword. Raise them
Tannis
high,
Tiger!
and welcome.
Thank you for choosing to continue the gift sub. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'm glad you're having a good time. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think... I think that first... So there's 4 waves, right? The first one where there's the standard... What are they even called? Can I look at that in the combat log? Yeah, Thelema. There's that first wave of Thelema, which is fine. Then you got to deal with the Thelema Agape. And they're the ones that I think probably are going to fill her bar faster. That's fine. It's the 3rd and 4th wave that are getting me at the minute. And I feel like that 4th wave... Maybe I should save it for the 3rd wave. I don't know if I can get away with using Star Diver on them, because that feels... like the radius of it is 5 yards.
Andy.
5 yards, chat. You know.
FFXIV.
Venat!
Smoked.
You what? Get smoked? What do you mean, Venat? Dare you?
Slash.
You
Grab your shield
bastard.
and sword. Raise them high, and welcome to the night.
I am focusing on the red orbs. The issue is, I defeat all of them, and then the blue orbs are just there, and I can't get rid of them quick enough. Star Diver with a radius of 5 yards. I don't think I can use that at the end. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Raise them high, and welcome.
Tannis Tiger? Thank you, buddy. Hey, there's no need for that. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. Tannis, thank you very, very much. Who would have thought getting my insides turned outside by Venat would mean such great entertainment? Tarnis Tiger, thank you very much for the 10 gift subs, landing in the laps of Kinneris, Jono, Chris, FER Ruby, Izuka, Warmonger, Lord, Tysifer, Enigma, Ignipie, and Velistia. Velistia, welcome on in. Didn't I hear people say this DU is harder at launch? Go on, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Tell me all about how it was a lot harder at launch and that this is the nerfed version and I'm making a fool of myself and my bloodline will forever live in, you know, despair at the fact that I did such a bad job on this one duty. Oh no.
Raise them high and welcome to the night.
Like when I beat the Garlemald thing and people were like, half a chat were like, wow, you did it, Andy, and the other half were like, it was way harder at launch. It's like, okay, you can't win. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? "10 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards." Doesn't feel like 10 yards, I'll say that. Really doesn't feel like 10 yards. You think my gear's bad? You genuinely think my gear's bad?
Raise them high and welcome to the night.
I think gear's fine. I'm not gonna say I'm under geared. I'm not under geared. I'm just playing like shit. That's all. Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Artisian has just tipped £10.
Thank you.
Argos told me to tell you something.
Oh no.
He has ice cream.
Oh. Okay, that is.
I don't know who Argos is.
Artisian, come here. Argos is this lovely doggo over here. But I love him, but he has a face that only a mother could love. I really mean that. Like, what is going on? It's just, he looks like he's gonna murder somebody, you know? These are eyes that have seen horrible things. Argos stared so long into the abyss it began to stare back into him, and now he is the abyss. The laminated dog of dreams. I'd make it an emote, but I wouldn't want anyone to use the emote in a stream of someone who's playing through a Realm Reborn and spoil the reveal for them, you know? Like when someone came in and spammed Emma emotes, like during my Realm Reborn streams, and they had the back pedal real quick. That was fun. He reminds me of Minfilia, but he's so shiny. That's just Minfilia. I will admit, something I don't think I'm doing is sprinting. And maybe I made some really poor decisions that last time. Where I was running over to orbs that had, like, ground AoE in front of them. And that kind of delayed me a bit. I think I just need to take the hit. Like, just run. I think I need to ignore the AoEs, almost. Knowing my luck, though, they're one-hit KOs, right? Really, Sin? Thank you, I didn't know that. It does, yeah. I'm using the gap closers, but I think I'm using them too early. Huh. Genocide, I agree. Or genocide, should I say. I was using DPS food. I'm still using it, look. Well, okay, it's direct hit rate, vitality, determination, but listen, Venat min-eye level, no echo. I think what I need to do is just get good, chat. That's it. That's what I need to do. I need to get good. Okay, shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. I'm counting on it. I need to get good, chat. Listen, you're talking to the guy who... And I don't say this to be like, okay, I'm failing now, but here's my one success. I beat Melania, right? Level 1, parry only, right? That didn't happen in like 2 tries. That was hundreds of attempts. I can fight Venat a few more times, I think. I'll be fine. I just need to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, let's do it, Venat.
Neither side hold back.
No, yeah, now that you point it out, I was not even paying attention to the fact that she has no direction. My bad. Okay, Venat, this is it. You're going down.
My blade sings!
My blade sings! Chat, let it be known that the only reason I'm failing repeatedly is so you can listen to the song over and over again. Is that copium or what? I'm huffing some extreme copium right now. Okay. Thanks, Andy. Kind streamer. Thanks, guys. I'm just watching out for you, you know? I mean, fair, I love the song. Okay. I kind of neglect True North most of the time, and I thought, well, this seems like a hard fight. I'll employ True North. Don't even need to feckin' use it, chat. Can you believe it?
My blade sings!
I can't. My blade sings! I'm doing this for you as Andy bleeds out on the ground for the 4th time. Oh, man.
Impressive.
It's not impressive enough.
Something different.
It's not impressive. Okay. Right, my plan going into that final phase is I need to have all of my cooldowns off, and then I'm going to pop everything and just get rid of the red ones as soon as I can, and then prioritize the others. No AoE. AoE is kind of killing me, I think. Because by the time I get the 3-hit combo off, I hit them all, but they don't die to it. So I think that's not working out, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like the positionals and the general, like, tactics of the fight, we've got on lock. It's just figuring out how to get the DPS there in that final phase. Which, is a struggle, it would seem. Okay.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but
neither will I. Okay. Thank you, Venat. I know I've just popped all of my cooldowns. Probably shouldn't have done that. They'll come back in time, chat. They'll come back. The ones that I need, anyway. Okay. So when that AoE goes on me, I think I'll run that way. We should be fine. Or this way? I'll run this way.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. All good? Okay. Almost there, chap. We've just got the bit with the Titan attack. And then we're pretty much there. Here it comes. Oh. There you go. Almost went a little bit too far. Okay. Every cooldown that I need should be ready to go. I'm not going to use any on this initial phase.
Let us move to the final trial.
Well, I've technically used one already, but that's fine. So I should get away with just running around here. I should. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Still gonna save it. Get my DPS buff. Okay, this is where we need to start using cooldowns as we go into this next phase. Oh, that actually hit her. Shit. I'll chat. That's slightly frustrating to say the least. Okay, now we can just single target, I think. Okay. yeah, 0.3%? Cheeky? Oh my god, chat. Can you believe it? Oh, I've gone for an AoE. Am I okay? We might have it. Hey, I think we got it. I think we got it, chat. Hello.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
With pleasure. First try. Easy. Imagine if it still killed me. I'd actually delete my Twitch channel. Oh my god. You would never see me again. You would never see me again.
People of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
That's it? Oh. I thought I'd only made it halfway through the fight. Is that it? Yes! Again, first try, chat. Have you just tuned in? That's my first try. First try. First try.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
Clearly you underestimated me, Venat. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I don't know who redeemed that alert. I don't see it in chat. Thank you, mysterious individual, for that. Thank you, Peachy. Feels bad, Pack. I've kind of skimmed your message. I'll read it because I think it's in jest. Hey, Andy. Just want to say congratulations on the Venat duty. It was harder in 6.0. Clear. I know you've been working really hard. It used to be harder, and I'm happy that you've, it used to be harder, by the way, achieved your goal of completion. I know your journey through the content was filled with ups and downs, but it used to be harder, by the way. Fought them all, and you were rewarded for your patience. And by the way, the Venat duty was harder in 6.0 tenacity. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred.
Okay.
Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Argos is very happy to see me. Hey, Argos. Aw, look at that.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you.
If I use my chaotic spring combo more than once, sequentially, that was a mistake. I understand the need to keep the DPS dot uptime, my own buff uptime, and then you swap to 1, 2, 3, 4 back. I probably misclicked. I will point you towards the rest of my VODs where normally I do my combos correctly. Yeah.
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Good. That would explain the moon then. God, they really could have... I hate to say it, chat. Like, Argos scares me. Like, why? Why have they not... I mean, some... Whoa, he looked at me. Okay. Argos scares me. I feel like they're gonna eat me. I don't know. Human eyes! Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Oh no. He's got 2D eyes on a 3D body? They both stare? Oh yeah, look, they follow you. Oh, that's horrifying. That is horrifying. I did not enjoy that. It's the Minfilia braid. Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Meteor made the departure into the night sky. Oh no, it was Meteor, wasn't it? Meteor made the departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion that we might have for Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Worthy of his back. Well, that was the longest quest in Elpis so far, chat. Background music? Yeah, it's on. I don't know how to respond to BGM question mark. Yes? Background music, yes? Alfred Hitchcock's lesser-known film, The Dogs. Argos scares me too, all that waiting on plastic chairs while waiting for your goods. Oh, you meant The Dogs. BGM? BGM, chat. Background music? Do you like it? Is it nice? BFG, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh, it was mine! It's right, Middler. It's okay. I just don't know how to respond to that. If someone says BMG, BGM, MGB, it's like, okay. I love some MGP. Oh, prop, what's that? Is that the, prop? I'll have to save it for later. I'll put it on a spreadsheet to watch at some point, in case I get recommended videos which are gonna get me. I had to watch it through a special player so I didn't get recommended videos on the side. Argos's eyes feel like it's looking through time and space and all dimensions. Hey, Macarena. I like that. Oh, dear. Dear, oh, dear. GBE. Dear, oh, dear. Anyway, chat, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. It was, and again, if I got passive-aggressive at any comment telling me what ability to use, it's because in the past people have been like, oh, you had Bloodbath and Second Wind not on cooldown. You could have used them. And then we've gone back and watched the VOD and played it in slow-mo, and they're both on cooldown, and people are like, oh, sorry about that. And it's just, I don't know. It gets frustrating, you know, knowing that every little button is being watched by a different person in chat. So, yeah. Anyway, we got there, and again, I quite liked it. But again, I mentioned it during the fight. My favorite battle, I think, up to this point, is still that one back in the Realm Reborn. Well, Drax, that's how we beat it. We got good. No? That's what I'd say. Anyway, Venat. A flower upon your return. Venat has Argos and his double at heel. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the Isle. Okay. Monk, what do you mean? Monk, you've got it. Out of everyone in chat, you should be the one to tell them. And you're going to be like, yeah, but you played no spec that anyone else played. I, you know, on the Warcraft logs, I was in that top percentile, right? Typically, top of the damage meters with Ashe. And occasionally you. Hello, Venat. Climb onto Argos's back and we can be off. You know, I honestly cannot remember the last time he carried anyone but me. Okay. It's almost like people should shut their mouths about gameplay. Unless they're the one holding the MMO. I brought... This is my mouse, chat. It's a Razer Naga Pro. I do not endorse Razer. This is not a promo. This is shit. Don't buy it. God, I can't wait until I check my emails later and Razer are like, want a sponsorship? I'm like, yeah, go on then. But it comes with... They're so far back at the back of my drawer, chat, I never use them. Can't find the bloody thing, but it comes with like all these detachable plates that go on the side. I don't know if that'll focus. Anyway, one of them is like an MMO mouse. If you have a hand that's even slightly larger than that of a child's, it's like you can't press the buttons comfortably. So I've just gone with the 2-button layout. The 2-button layout. I literally, like, I press one button and I might as well hit 1 through 9 all at the same time. I have a Logitech MMO mouse and a Corsair normal mouse. Sorely, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, buddy, but you might have a small hand. You might have a teeny tiny hand. I think Endy is dissing me and my dainty hands. Hey, nothing wrong with having dainty hands. I'm just saying. If you have a dainty hand, you can use these mice. I have massive hands and the Logitech G600 is perfect. Chat, keep talking about Logitech. I'll clip this, send it to him, right? And I'll see what I can do. I have dainty hands. I have a Logitech mouse with 3 extra buttons, and for the game, that's all I really need, to be honest. Yeah, I just use, again, I've got 2. Mouse 5 and mouse 4. Those 2 there. That's all I have on the side of mine. I use only 7 of 12 buttons on the Logitech. The thing is, I don't think I could get away with using a MMO mouse at this point. I'm so used to using the keyboard and stuff. Anyway. I have that Logitech Pro Ultralight one. Does anyone have the one which is like wireless with the mouse mat that charges it? I think that's amazing, but a lot of money. I've Red Dragon M990, best mouse in existence. Have you ever tried on controller? Sarjamir once, and it was okay. I think I need to play around with it a bit more. Do you have it, Chocobo? I'd love to hear more about it. Anyway, people are going to be getting sassy. Venat. Climb on Argus is back. Oh. Essay! Cheers, buddy.
Endy.
Thanks, man.
SA cheered X5. Good morning, big boss.
Good morning, SA.
I think we need to have an intervention.
Yes?
First, you're talking about animated balls.
Right.
Now, you're taking about tiny hands.
Yes.
Sir, we are here to support you. You know it. SA intellect.
Yeah, I've got a problem, clearly, SA. Thank you, buddy, for the £5. I appreciate it. I need to stop talking about balls. I used to have an MMO mouse, but I've gotten too used to the keyboard gymnastics. That's me. I think that's me. I can't gel with it. My brain is wired in a way that I can't use them. Thank you again, SA. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Genuinely. And Hiss, belatedly, thank you for the 96 bits. Cheers, buddy. Okay, let's climb onto Argos's back, chat, and move on, shall we? Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Whee! I can show you the world. Oh, this is great, chat. Look at us go. Wait, dialogue. Oh, no. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. Sorry, Venat. I was too busy taking screenshots of our magical mystery journey. My bad. Now, what was the name of that tree? No, something... Notophorion. Notophorion? Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Notophorion. Okay. Kinda wish it was nighttime. I don't know, discussing Meteon and the stars, I kinda wish I could see them. Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. Okay, bracing for impact. Here we go. I wonder what that word means. Notophorion. No spoilers, chat. Rhetorical. I love the music.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment.
Oh, auto dialogue. Okay.
The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
If she brings up the echo, I'd love to know... Hold on. I moved my fan a minute ago and I didn't move it back. If she brings up the echo now, I'm going to be a bit agitated at the fact that we didn't implore them to maybe walk within our memories back at the meal or the tea drinking session. You know? I'm talking about spicy migraines, right?
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you.
So you can control the power freely. That makes me even more confused as to why they maybe didn't use the echo back at the tea party. Okay.
Come and stand before me. There are 2 ways to see the past.
2 ways? Right, okay. Bracing.
The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
I don't... We've kind of done that, but it's rather through items rather than through ripples in the ambient ether, isn't it? Would you want to echo into what is essentially a talking dog to them? Don't answer that. Of course you would. Your memories could have been fake or something? Nah. I think we can find ways to rationalize why they didn't use it, but I can't think of anything that makes any actual sense. Like, if they... I don't know. Like, why would they not do it? I can't think of any genuine reason. And even the it's unseemly. If they asked permission, Shirley would be like, yes, of course. I'm regurgitating this information to you. You may as well get the true, you know. Maybe they can't? She's inferring that they can. I don't think Emma actually wanted to believe it. Maybe you were eloquent enough. I think just no need to. They believe you or not without needing a proof. Well, Emma didn't believe it, which is why I'm mainly wanting to talk about that. Yeah, I think I think Venat definitely believed what we had to say. But it just feels like if you could walk in a memory and experience it and get to see it for yourself, why not? Wouldn't the echo not work since your time is the future, not the past? Well, it's our past, so they would be able to look at these memories within us, because it's just memories, isn't it? I'm thinking that maybe because you're not actually from here? Didn't they mention your ether was kind of thin too? Yeah, when I say he didn't believe it, that's what I mean. More like the denial, not like he couldn't necessarily fully subscribe to it, you know? I guess that's a good point. It's the future to them, so would it actually work? I think it would. I think it would. Why are there ripples in the ambient ether? I don't know who put them there, Funageddon, but they're littering and I don't like it. Actually, the thin ether is kind of a good point. It may be your ether is too thin for them to do it. It would make sense to me that as a Zem, Venat used that ability all the time, but maybe Emmett never bothered to and thus just often thinks of using it. He uses ether sight more often instead. Rin, I get that to an extent, but I'd imagine if we're like remembering these important moments and going into detail, surely that's enough of a thing to grasp onto for them, you know? Like, I get why Emmett maybe wouldn't want to necessarily do it, because the idea of being told, oh, you become like this fascist, maniacal, genocidal individual hell-bent on, you know, obliterating from existence millions of people, I'd be like, yikes, I don't want to be that, and I don't want that to be me, and I don't want to know that that's me. So I get that, 100%. Maybe Evil Ramen Noodle. Yeah, maybe. It just surprises me that none, like, not even one of them used it. Like, if Venat had maybe used it, maybe Venat was using it. Maybe Venat was using it and we just don't get told. Because maybe, you know, for us, we get migraine, spicy migraines, right? Where we are incapacitated, kind of, when we're experiencing echo memories. Maybe Venat the whole time was already tapping into us in some way and could see it happen. I don't know. It's just I don't know why they wouldn't have suggested it. That's mainly what I'm looking at. Anyway, the second requires no subject and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul,
Yep.
so too are they etched upon the ether of the world.
Fascinating.
In this way can history be preserved.
I've made theories about this sort of before, in terms of when, again, Ysael and Horsefan aid us in removing Nidhogg's eyes from Estinian at the end of Heavensward. As if their memories, or the memories of them, are etched upon us, in a way. And that's why we were maybe able to manifest them in the way we did, you know? Garland, I agree. I agree. But surely if they said, do you mind if I walk in your memories? I'd go, yeah, okay. You know, I think that's a poor rationalization for it. If someone did it, if someone just jumped into my mind, yeah, I'd be a bit pissed off. But, you know, if we're all mutual friends around a table and they say, would you allow me to walk in your memories and validate your what you're saying? Like, not to keep drawing it out, and this isn't for chat's purpose, it's more for my own, because I'm trying to think about it myself. If somebody told me, hey, I'm from the future, here's what happens, they could be lying through their teeth. Everything they say could be made up. Illusionary, you know? But if I possessed the ability to quite literally see what happened with my own eyes, I'd take that 1,000,000 times over, you know, their own account of what happened. That's mainly what I'm getting at. I just wish that was maybe introduced in some way.
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit.
Okay.
But come, let us try.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars.
Okay.
Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
Okay.
End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
Oh, they're like a hive mind. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Okay, this got way more exciting. Oh, chat. Okay. Very cool.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Huh.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers.
The answers?
What others live for.
The answers? The Zerg birds, Trongan, exactly, yeah, right? Oh, I'm fascinated by that then.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Answers.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us.
I wonder if they... I'm trying to think about if it's been mentioned before. Because if I'm presuming they run into Omega at some point, and that is the reason that Omega takes upon a face with feathered appendages and what have you, akin to Meteon, what if they too found the Dragon Star at some point in their journeys? And that brings Midgard Sormir back into the story, where we can maybe ask him and say, hey, I know you're still recuperating, buddy, but you got any memories of these bluebirds out of interest?
Diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... How?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence.
Own place.
Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Well, the way... Sorry, chat, to pause in the middle of the cutscene. Finding out they're a hive mind, I thought that made sense then as to why Meteon was still here, as a way to serve as a way for their reports to be made without them requiring to come back.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
So he's gonna send her out then? To be replaced by another Meteon, maybe?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower.
Hey!
Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Okay.
So, what is your opinion?
I don't know. Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet... Yeah, so I think Hermes' intentions are good intentions. I think the way he's gone about his experiments isn't necessarily agreeable, in that he's sort of just... Again, we mentioned it yesterday, like, the lack of peer review, right? There's been no peer review or peer assessment. He's just sort of created these beings, this hive mind of emotional entelechies to soar through the cosmos in search of other life, in order to ascertain the ancients, the Amarotines' role in this vast network of space. And he just did that without consulting anybody, as evidenced by the fact that there has been no concept of Meteon submitted at the planning office. So while I don't think he wishes for the final days, I think he has, to keep bringing up chess, he's put all of the chess pieces on the board to make it happen. So can we say he's to blame? Yeah, yeah, kinda. But I don't think it was ever his intent. I'm gonna go with Hermes as a gentle soul, and yet ... Hopefully that'll be close to what I'm aiming for.
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned.
Yep.
Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill.
Very, very true, Venat.
We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident.
I think the former, out of the two.
In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself.
Okay.
If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
He has shown on occasion that he is battling a lot of inner turmoil. And if you compare that to a lot of the other ancients, in that, and especially, as evidenced by the fact that the Elpis flower shines a pure white, but occasionally within the vicinity of Hermes, it fades. So he's a very conflicted individual. And I think his emotional range is far greater than that of the other ancients. And that's me making an assumption rather than having it very clearly outlined, but it seems to me that way. So the idea of telling him what I have seen doesn't sit well with me, I think. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness.
As we've found, we're in a closed, and again, as we've found, as I've corkboarded, we are in a closed time loop. So me mentioning the final days to him, what if that is the straw that broke the camel's back, right? And that breaks him, and his mental psyche just shatters. And it's there that he becomes obsessed with this nihilistic point of view, and that nothing matters, and, we'll have to wait and see.
'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
I agree. Self-fulfilling prophecy, exactly, B4. And there's been a lot of talk of fate. The threads of fate. And I think that us traveling back in time is a fated moment. And that this isn't canonical, this is just me sort of talking out loud. Us revealing the truth of the future to Venat, Emmet, and Hythlodaeus is like a preordained thing. And it can lead into that idea that every action we take is irrelevant, for everything we do is preordained by fate. And maybe us and, telling Hermes what happens in the future has to happen. And it's an unavoidable part of the tale of the star, There are a number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look at Catesis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethos Eletikos Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Endy, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Catesis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. So it's the TARDIS, right? He's Doctor Who, is what I'm hearing. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the Chief Overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neos, north of Poiton Oikos. Okay. Who? Exactly, Richard. Exactly. It's bigger on the inside. Smaller on the outside. Which doctor says that, Rando? Because the companion goes to say it's, and then the doctor interjects and says smaller on the outside, I know. And I thought that was well done. I can't remember who said it. Was it Peter Capaldi? I feel like it would have been him. Is it Clara that says it? That doesn't surprise me. I've not watched Doctor Who in a while. I stopped watching around the time of Peter Capaldi taking over. Not that I didn't enjoy his performance, it's just, you know, I lost interest a little bit. I'd love to get back into it, though. Chat, there was something I was wanting to talk about after that cutscene, and now my brain is emptied. A creature bearing an uncanny resemblance to a cactuar appears to be in fine spirits. Chat, I cannot wait to do this this quest. Yeah, the writing's been a bit hit or miss, hasn't it, Fun-Again? Been a bit hit or miss. I think, listen, I think you guys, if you've not watched Doctor Who, I think you'd definitely enjoy the Tennant saga. Matt Smith's saga's great. I think his first episode as the Doctor is up there with, like, one of the best introductions to a new Doctor. So good. Enjoying the naming convention in Elpis? A lot, Bashil. Really enjoying it. God, what was I gonna say? This appears to be the teleporter Venat told you about. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Oh, that was it. I'll click this and then I'll talk about it afterwards. Right, okay. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a cutscene. If Meteon is indeed a hive mind, or the Meteor, should I say, the Meteor are a hive mind, as it would appear... Hey, look, the sun. That's nice. As it would appear, it makes me wonder how far that goes, how deep that goes. Are they a hive mind in so much as they can communicate thoughts and ideas and information? Or do they also share emotion? Because that could very well be a slippery slope into something bad happening, depending on who they run into. Like, that's why I'm clinging to the Omega thing so much. Like, think about how Omega's people act compared to, say, us here in Aetheris. These warlike machines, you know? Seems your mount can fly perfectly without you. Has been I know, Grandorius. All it takes is one bad planet to create like a splintering, almost like lightning arc reaction between all of the different Meteor. So if one of them becomes conflicted, that's not the word I'm looking for, if one of them becomes clouded, I suppose, by these intense emotions, can that then be passed on to other Meteor, other sisters, others of Meteon's flight, I suppose? It is making me excited about the prospect of maybe chatting with the dragons, though. Very much so. Tainted, I suppose, Luke Hale, yeah. I don't know how many stars are out there for them to visit, especially because it's daytime, so I can't even see them. But it'd be interesting if they did make contact with Dragonkind at some point. Because that is, to my knowledge, unless there are other aliens walking among us, Midgard Sormir could be the key. Luna's getting really excited for a walk, chat, if you can tell. Mericidia? No, we're not going to Mericidia. Not in this expansion, anyway. Ah, good. The Neus acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. Okay. As for the way to Catesis Hyperborea, we shall follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Okay. What do you think? The story is fantastic, though, isn't it? You can't deny it. Like, I think I said this during Shadowbringers, but I've never played a game where the story has just completely and utterly wrapped myself up in the story and just enjoyed it as much as I have this. Finally, chat, my very first sightseeing log, and I don't think I can get it without flying. You're kidding me. That is a tease, isn't it? That makes me so upset. I'm so sad. The first one I bloody see, chat. God, never mind. Catesis Hyperborea. Hello, Venat. Just get flying. I think the fact that we have followed it, or at least it has lasted for a decade, right? Like, I've loved the game. And I've binged it. I so desperately wish I'd been playing it live with all of you, you know, over the past decade. That's my... like, when I look at the way I prefer to, you know, digest media, I love the weekly viewing. I hate binge-watching things. It's not even over yet, I know. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Okay. The door is opening and closing. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. Hello? Is it... Hey! Hythlodaeus and Emmett. Hey, guys. How are you feeling? Are you ready for a conversation? Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteon, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the Chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, that he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Selk. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents in the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known only had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end, of that I'm certain. It seems there is more to the tale after all. Huh. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. It's time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. It's gotta be. Thank you for understanding, Emmett. I can't imagine how conflicted you must feel inside. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. I don't know, I guess it would be in bad taste for me to refer to one of the Convocation by their first name. But I'd love to be able to say Hades, call him Hades, refer to him as Hades at some point. But again, I imagine that would be in poor taste, and he'd be furious. How dare you refer to me by my first name? How lovely. Our merry duo has become a quartet. Indeed it has. Smoky Rivers! Wait a second, Smoky. Let me get my alerts back up and running. Smoky!
I thank you for
Boom.
your continued pledge to the night.
Welcome back for 34 months, buddy. I greatly appreciate it.
Good morning, good afternoon, and
Good evening, Indian friends. There we go.
I hope you are all having a fantastic Friday so far.
Pretty
Indeed
good.
Heart.
It's pretty good. Pretty good, Smokey. Smokey, I've been meaning to catch up on your message in Discord. Sending all my love, man. Sending you all my well wishes. Lovely to see you today. Thank you for the 34 months, bud. I really do appreciate it. Can we get some love and chat for Smoky Rivers, please, chat? Conjured Cow, hello, by the way. Spade, hello again. Even if it's for story reasons, Emmett still calls Azem his closest friend by their title. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a slippery slope because I don't want people to get all, you know, over the top with trying to defend why I might not refer to him as Hades, but I figured that it was probably out of decorum purposes, you know, and general etiquette. How lovely, our merry duo has become a quartet. Past disagreements are no reason to reject collaboration in the here and now. I commend Emmett Selk for his practicality. Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I'm merely carrying out my duty. Duty above all else is the Amarotine way. Hunger in the garden. Hythlodaeus is eager to find Hermes. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next stile over. Meteon was with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Mesopses, Euros, from the device at the bottom of the slope. Okay, sure thing. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, the idea of trying to comprehend how Emmett feels is an impossible task to me. How can any of us pretend or even try to put ourselves in his shoes? Because if you were in his shoes and someone told you that, you couldn't even believe it, right? Given how our world works. He would absolutely murder you if you called him Hades, which kind of makes me want to say it even more, Sarah, you know? How do they play hide and seek? They just don't let Hythlodaeus play. Hythlodaeus is banned. Mesopses Euros, butchering the pronunciation probably, is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which lay let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I've also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let us just say that no one should live near the Neus, which provides access to a certain facility. Okay. What? You expect me to praise you in your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there is no denying that Venat is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close, and at the same time, so very distant. Wouldn't it be great if we could just get out our crystal, Azem's crystal, and be like, hey, you made this for us? And I mean, the idea that maybe after millennia of him losing his mind, he possessed not only that, you know, the will to make the crystal, but I'd like to think that somewhere underneath a lot of his baggage, mental baggage, there was still a little bit of a memory of us. And this time in Elpis spent together, you know? Old Floozy, it's too late. It's too late for that. They are close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you can see just up ahead. Okay? Well then, Andy, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. The creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Andy can handle him. She did survive a bout with Venat after all. Yeah, first try, chat. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Okay. Someone needs to go into the Hungering Gardens to speak with Hermes, and it seems Emmett Selk has nominated you for the task. Okay, and that's all the same. Double checking? Yeah, all the same. Okay. I always wondered why we didn't pull that out the first time we explained things. Ogblom, I don't know if you were here a minute ago, but I was talking about the idea of also using the Echo on top of Azem's crystal. You know, just as a way to validate the claim. Hey, it's Cassie. Oh, it's Cassie. I've done a lot of Eureka, chat. A lot of Eureka. Too much. Yeah, quite like marbles. Quite like marbles. No, Dace, did you? Well done, man. Are you keeping it or selling it? No, I don't have the earring. I've never had it drop. I've killed Cassie, I want to say, probably like 20, 25 times, somewhere in that ballpark. So not that many times, relatively, to get a chance at the earring. I'm looking for Hermes, aren't I? Can't see him. I would assume just... Oh! Botanical abominations bear down upon you with ravenous intent! Oh no! We're good, chat. All under control. No! Chocobo, don't bring up my hat. Don't bring up my hat. I now need to make a glamour plate for my onion helmet. I'm guessing he's not here, and I just need to keep fighting more of these morbals. Or Cassie's grandparents, as someone eloquently put it. Ah! Look at that, chat! Pre-played. Andy, where did you come from? Andy, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emet company. An important matter. And unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. It will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. We're taking notes. We'll talk later. Okay. You needn't be concerned for our safety. Meteon and I are protected by a ward which conceals our presence from the creatures. Okay. I took forever to find them too. Hey, chat. I'll take that. That makes up for the time lost earlier against Venat, I suppose. Boki, yeah, I get it. I get it. But I definitely feel like Final Fantasy has some incredibly unique monsters. And I'm sure that, yeah, some of them are derived from, you know, tropes of Dungeons and Dragons old and so on and so forth, but I think they've got some real creative designs. Was it copium? What time lost? I thought first try, it's what I mean. Sure. Oh, dear. This is another advantage of doing it on launch. You could find him super easy by looking for the crowd of people. There's a part of me that feels that Shadowbringers wasn't the first time Warrior of Light's soul clashed with Emmet, which is probably infuriating that the person that is opposing them throughout time is distressingly familiar to someone they knew. Did you really, Rudeski? Very nice. I was prepared to swoop in if need be, but 'tis clear you have faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. What is that ghastly odor? Yeah, don't ask. You spoke with Hermes then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Thank you for this. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emmet Selk who would recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, naive hope, but that is. There we go. I was just thinking of when we see and kind of speak with Hythlodaeus after defeating Zodiac, right? Or before Zodiac, we see Hythlodaeus speak to Hermes, sort of. I wonder if there's any potential. Because my theory at the minute, Venat mentioned that she ferried 2 people from the first back to the Ethereal Sea. And I think the second one, who we don't know of yet, could very well be Emmett Selk. What if, post-Zodiac, they were also able to ferry Hythlodeus back? And we get to meet the 3 of them in present day and sort of talk about our time here. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? I said Hades, didn't I, Kiki? I'm pretty sure I said Hades. Or did I say Hermes? I'm pretty sure I said he was speaking to Emmett. Gas stove on. Thanks for the corkboarding emotes, chat. Yeah. Yeah, if I said Hermes, that's a misspeak. He speaks to Hades. I thought I said that. Sorry if I didn't. I did say Hermes? Sorry, yes. Hades. Apologies for the misspeak. Where do I hand in my Final Fantasy fan card? Is that revoked? My god. I was prepared to swoop in if need be. That's the same. Why am I always so forward-thinking? I simply wish to enjoy all that life has to offer. Words without sound. Emmett Selk seems content to stay where he is. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Oh, voice acting.
I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Voice acting normally makes me think something's gonna happen.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
I don't like this idea, chat. But if it's fated to happen, then so be it.
The final days.
Go on in.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
I'm not going to bring it up again, but the assumption that our visitor's tale is true. I wish Venat could have just seen a few of these moments, so she can say to them, I've seen these events within their memories, and can vouch for them. So we're working with more than just an assumption and a belief in my words, whereas memories are more concrete evidence, you know? Anyway.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the 2 calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves.
Yes.
The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis.
He did mention it's vastly more powerful than dynamis, didn't he?
Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
Oh.
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
We would hear it indeed. What is your hypothesis?
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source.
Mm-hmm.
A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Ah, no, chat.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
I mean, I don't know if pointing fingers is going to do much help in this moment. But they might be quite near us, Emmett.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere.
Right, okay.
According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested.
Which would have been that distant metropolis which were referred to back in Amarok. Gotcha.
If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh?
Do not be alarmed.
Oh.
I mean you no harm.
Oh my god, what is going on?
I wish only to hear your words.
Hear?
Share your feelings.
Feel, think?
Know
Oh
your
no, Chad! It's happening! Oh no!
May we please be friends?
Oh, Meteon, no!
Meteon. What is it?
Oh no.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
What?
Connection established. Commencing status report.
So sad. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Holy shit.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared. So lonely.
Oh no.
The pain. It's too much.
Oh, chat. Bless her heart.
Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
God, that's it. Like, it's one thing. Like, Meteon being the catalyst almost is so tragic from what we've got to know about Meteon during our time here. She's effectively a child learning the ins and outs of the world. and is just serving as nothing more than a vessel for this pain and torment, which she seems to share with this hive mind of her sisters. I don't think we know if she's a toddler, though. We're not given a time frame as to how old she is. So I say child because I don't know how long she's been alive for. That's not been exactly told to us at this point. Blimey.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
And the reason we can hear her is because we are thin on ether. An entelechy like her.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs dynamis.
Which explains why we heard her voice on the moon, chat.
That will explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Oh, my heart hurts for Hermes as well. Like, he didn't go about things in the best way. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not beat around the bush. He hasn't necessarily gone about his experiments in the way that would, you know, be befitting of a scientist, but this was never his intention, was it? God, I don't get me wrong, I love the idea of this hive mind having existed, which can share thoughts, feelings, emotions, and that being the cause of what's happening right now. But again, to us, Meteon is just a child trying to find her place in the world. This artificial intelligence, as she is an artificial creation, and we know that all she wants is to make people happy. Think about when Hermes was sad. Her initial reaction to that was, let's try and make him happy. Let's give him a gift. He was going to give me a flower, let's give him a flower. Hermes loves flowers. That childlike wonderment, and watching that slowly get sapped away is... I don't know. I just feel sick. More than sad, I just feel like this uneasiness within me. I've strained my senses to their limits but found nothing. You must calm your mind, that you might hear it, that you might feel. Hear? Feel, chat. Think. Feel her silent voice. God, this game is good. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, no, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Hold on, I never got a screenshot of the chat log. Let me quickly reread, just to remind myself. Greetings, can you hear me? Do not be alarmed, I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends. Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting the shared consciousness. Connection established, commencing status report. I'm guessing that's how Meteon greets extraterrestrial life, is... Can you hear me? Greetings, greetings, can you hear me? Do not be alarmed, I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. So are we overhearing, potentially, her interacting with an alien life form, and then this is what comes through? It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop, please, make it stop. So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why do we? They hurt, hate. Is this one being that she's found, or is this sort of like the hive mind all realizing that beyond this world exists hate? It was a little bit, wasn't it, Crit? It was a little bit. A giant emotion download. It does, Greybeard. It really does. It's special, isn't it? Really special. She found our planet. She found Earth. Yeah, I like that idea. She went to Azeroth. Too soon. Too soon. Ouch. This broke my knees, chap. Hate, and pain. Before I click this, one last thing. Not to keep pausing. We know that Xenos is looking for the greatest despair. What was it he said specifically? Like a wealth of despair. How does he play into this? You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Pure, unadulterated despair. That's it. Thanks, guys. Pure, unadulterated despair. And it would seem the Meteor have found that in spades. Somewhere out there in the stars. And again, like, if it is a hive mind, is she connecting to all of them and they're all feeling this way? Or has one of them, again, found something out there which is just hate incarnate, you know? Poor Meteon, huh? I do feel for her. Not only is she the tragic character in all of this, but so is Hermes. He really is. Greetings. And salutations. Oh. Hello. The fact that it said question mark didn't make me think it was her. Oh no. Commencing report. Not again. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away. Oh, shit. Please, don't follow me. Meteon's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. That makes me think then that report we had earlier was one of the Meteor. Oh, chat. Like, going into Shadowbringers and beating 5.0 and 5.3 and thinking to myself, I don't know how they could possibly take it a step up from this. I didn't have hive mind, emotional, enteleckies, bluebird, despair incarnate, anguish, Final Days 2.0 on my bingo card. And bunnies on the moon, of course. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Oh! Is that part of this? Oh no, it's a fate. No. Oh! Emmett. This is an exercise in futility. You have to be one to find her, Endy. Follow her voice! I will, Emmett, I will! Suspicious disturbance. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Shit. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, here we go. How? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteon's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Oh, leave me alone. Acantha, leave me alone. It was easy to find the correct spots with 30 people at each of them. I can't wait to experience an expansion launch with 14. Coming from World of Warcraft, I'm, you know, keenly aware. It's not going to be this one, chat, but I've got to click it. I've got to click it. I'm keenly aware that an expansion launch is, like, the best time to play an MMO. Like, it's magical getting to run alongside hundreds, if not thousands, of other players as we all go about questing in this new world, you know? It's so good. And I'm even more... Luna's getting excited too. I'm even more excited at the prospect of playing 14 on launch. Because, you know, with a game like Warcraft, the appeal of a new expansion is get to end game, do the dungeons, get new armor, get raiding. But with 14, I'm going to be able to bounce theories off of my friends as I play the game. That's going to be great, you know? Looking forward to that. Okay, am I going to find the right one, chat? Hopefully this is it. Here we go. Probably isn't. It is. Nice. There we go. It's a new saga. No, exactly. Exactly. Really, Saltpeter, you think so? Yeah, Wimpy, the cadence at which they update the game is phenomenal. Yet again, coming from Warcraft, where we went like over a year with nothing. The idea that they do it every 4 months is yeah, fantastic. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Oh. Finalizing report. No, Andy, you mustn't listen. I'm listening. Meteon, no. Come back. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Isn't that exactly what is said in Morse code after the Crystal Tower raid series? Wow. Good memory? Crit, come on, buddy. You've watched me long enough to know I don't forget stuff like that. Wow. An entirely coincidence? Oh, is it? Oh, never mind. I was gonna go wild with a corkboard theory, but oh, it's... Never mind. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Nothing is a coincidence? Is it a coincidence, though? Okay. My theory was going to be, in that instance, if Hydaelyn is able to broadcast messages that go beyond not only Aetheris, but go beyond our very own dimension. What if, back at the Crystal Tower, when we hear, it's wrong, it's all wrong, what if that is in a similar vein to how Hydaelyn can broadcast messages? What if it's the Meteor, beyond the confines of Aetheris, broadcasting their own message? And I made a prediction back in A Realm Reborn that the Crystal Tower is like a big radio station, which didn't necessarily come to fruition. But what if maybe through the Crystal Tower that signal is received, and that's why we hear it? And there's a lot of parallels to be drawn there. Wimpy, you beat me to it. Armon. There you go. Square didn't even have a proper idea for the Ascians until Stormblood? Is that a verifiable claim? Have they said that? Were they like, we don't know what we're doing? That strikes me as very odd. That's confirmed. They've said so. That's true. Verified, yes. That's verified, confirmed, verified. All right. Chat is a super party killer? Yeah, I'm gonna stop reading chat. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Meteor are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access the shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being. Directly. In the Meteor's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon, we just lost. We have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. See what I can do. Are we staring directly at Hermes? Or are we looking at Venat? I can't quite tell. Okay. Holy crap, chat can destroy. Hey, chat. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Don't worry, nothing's been ruined. Nothing's been ruined. I only read like one message. It's all good. No panic. No panic. Well, no, I'll say this because I don't want to get bogged down in it, because then people get sassy at me getting bogged down in chat. I got compared to Pyromancer in that I responded to a message in chat once, and someone said that you're being like Pyro, and that kind of got me a bit, so I'm not going to dwell too much on you guys. But what I will say is, if you're new here, I like to theorize and corkboard, right? I like to, you know, pluck theories out of the ether. See ether, how I've compared it? Pluck theories out of the ether and try and, like, you know, talk about where I think the game's gonna go, because I think that's kind of enjoyable from the point of view of someone who's played the game already. And I say that as someone who's watched people play some of my favorite games, and I like to watch them theorize about what's coming down the line. So if I theorize something and 95% of chat enjoys that, don't be the 5% who like shoots it down like a bird and you're with a rifle, you know? Like, yeah, screw your theories, you're wrong. That can't be a possibility because this exists. In a Q&A in 2014, they debunked your theory. It's like, okay, never mind then, right? It's like, never mind. Hey chat, let me explain to you something called the collapse of possibilities. If I say, maybe it's blue, and you say it's red, you haven't just shut down my theory that it's blue, you've killed any possibility of it being green, yellow, or orange, exactly. For 5 seconds of being right, killed all possibility, made something more boring. Next time, shut up. I like how you're more direct than I am, Crit. But yes, that's the gist of it. But yeah. In the kindest way possible, Stum. Right? A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. 'Tis a shame there is no registered concept we could use to create another Meteon, assuming, of course, we could link her to the shared mind, but no. If it were a viable solution, Hermes would have surely suggested it. In the final days, Ether is twisted by the invasion of dynamists from beyond the star, its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. And again, final thing I'll say, chat. I've not had anything spoiled. So, don't worry. If anyone's worried about me and my corkboarding, the only thing which has been shot down, potentially, was me making that connection just then to It's Wrong, All Wrong. But then a lot of people debunked that in chat pretty quickly, so I'm fine. Like, don't worry about me. None of my theories have been, like, ruined by anything that happened in chat. I didn't read enough, so I'm good. The stream can continue on as normal. Oh, my dear Meteon. What did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Like, I'm all in. Hey, level up! There we go. I'm all in. Enhanced Life Surge? Ooh, 2 charges. Oh, that is brilliant. Don't mind if I do. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm still all in on the It's Wrong, All Wrong thing. I think there's potential there. People have been wrong before when we were speaking about the 7th Calamity, and somebody said it wasn't aspected, and then I went through the Encyclopedia Eorzea, and it isn't not aspected. It's all umbrally aspected. I'm double checking. I'm pretty sure it's all umbrally aspected. I don't want to get that wrong, because then someone's going to be like, well, actually, not one represented by any one element, but rather consisting of all the elements charged. Oh, it's astrally. It's astrally, chat. Sorry. Yeah. I have been not paying attention to chat because I've seen we've got some resubs. So allow me to get some sub alerts playing very quickly. Dine Online, thank you for the Prime sub. Also, thank you to... Wait for this sub alert to finish playing. Yi Loom.
Grab your shield.
Thank you also for the Prime sub. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And also, give it a second. Tantasify. Thank you also for the Prime sub. I greatly appreciate it.
To the night.
There we go. Welcome on in, guys. Greatly appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the Prime subs. I'll keep alerts off for now, and I'll play them at intervals where the story isn't happening. But yeah, anyway, moving on. My apologies. We should focus on the task at hand. In the final days, Ether is twisted. Okay, yeah, gotcha, Venat. Already read that. I'll quickly screenshot all of that for use later. Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Hythlodeus has a suggestion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? How much them itself solidified your presence when first we met you? Okay. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Endy will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully, she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Endy and Emetselk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emetselk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Cool. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Hey, Emetselk is now accompanying me. I'm surprised Ruby made it beyond this quest, honestly. How hard was it to fulfill this quest? And hand it in, Ruby. Huh? Now, did Meteon go straight ahead towards the pier, or did she stray from the path somewhere? As the only one who can hear her voice, you will need to take the lead. I imagine this was just Ruby. For like hours. Stop following me, Emmett! Oh, stop chasing me! Stop! Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Suspicious disturbance. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. But you fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Nothing this way? We try another route then. Okay, let's go this way. It seems to be making me go this way according to the minimap. There we go. Oboe player, welcome back for 4 months. There was a fun glitch on launch where Emmett was floating midair for most of this quest. Did it look like he was falling, or was he just floating? Out of interest. You calm your mind, your senses questing out. Okay, fingers crossed, chat. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide then, when no one can find me. Meteon's anguished voice heads towards the water's edge. She went into the lake? As if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easy to find. We won't lose her this time. I'm going to make a theory now. What if we are able to, in the past, seal Meteon away somewhere? Or maybe instill within her some form of directive that when we go back to present day, we can communicate with Meteon, who we have stowed away somewhere, imprisoned, not in like a bad way, but like frozen in time. Think Futurama when Fry goes in the cryopod, right? I'm not saying we've put her in like a cage and left her at the bottom of a well. I'm talking like she's in like some cryostasis, right? And then we can go and wake her up and be like, okay, I need you to tell the Meteor to stop this shit, right? I don't know. I just don't want anything to happen to Meteon. I want Meteon to be okay. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Ugh, the indignation. To drag my robe through the water. Hythlodeus better not breathe a word of this to Azem. Still, mild humiliation would be the least of our concerns if we failed to get our hands on Meteon. I'm glad he has a response to that. That's great. We all did it. You got to push his buttons, right? Bless his heart. Is that creature over there an S rank, do you think? When I logged out of the game last night, I had an alert on my screen that said, a powerful mark has been found in your vicinity. Chat, I logged out so quickly, just in case a hunt train came over and spoiled anything. I was out of there. I was so quick. Okay. Not here. I'm not here. Please. That's what someone would say if they were here. I'm on to you, Meteon. We just want to help. By that rock, is she? Very well. Well done, Emmett. What? Why can't I hide? It's sad because she's hiding, not because she wants bad things to happen, but she doesn't want to make us sad. Like, isn't that just pains me. There's no need to run, Meteon. Andy? What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into the midst. Feyra, exactly. Exactly that. Keep after Meteon. Hithodeus and I will coordinate our movements. Huh. I really wanted Emmett to do finger guns. I was kind of hoping at some point in the past he would make reference to his love of the gun. Like maybe when we're regaling him with tales of our journeys, he's like, yeah, that whole gun thing seems pretty cool. I might have to get myself one of those in the future. Okay, I think we can climb up over here. Emmett probably invented the concept of the gun. I'd like that. Even if that's not canon, I'm gonna make it canon to my own mind. Hey, Futon. You say poor Graha, and I mean, he did take a bullet, but technically speaking, if Emmett hadn't shot him, he'd be gone. So, you know, thank you, Emmett, for shooting Graha. You saved his life in some bizarre way. Is this the noose not in use? Is this noose not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Great, well done. Emmett shooting him is hand cannon. Oh dear. Dripping wet with Emmett Selk. Scandalous. Giga Maid, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay, here we go. There. I see her. God, it feels so wrong to be chasing her. Because again, to her mind, she's protecting us. Now, where to close the trap? Figure that out. There's no questioning the intent behind bang. Yeah, exactly, Mega Magic. Hopefully you're doing well today, by the way. Yeah, I just don't want to see anything bad happen to Meteor. That's my fear. Because originally I thought it was her, considering the importance she had early on during this Elpis saga, and we've been looking for someone to pin the final days on, so my brain went, maybe it's you, Meteor. But I'd much rather it be her sisters, and maybe we can save Meteon. Maybe we can sever that connection and save her a fate worse than death, sort of, you know? I mean, surely if we were to just... like, the way we're doing this right now, in filling her with ether, essentially, that should prevent her from being an Entelechy in some form. But then what would that do to her corporeal form? Would that change her? Would that kill her? I don't know.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. Love it. Hey! Grani, isn't it? Is the name of his mount? It is a cool mount. I gotta give it to him. It's very stylish, isn't it? I'm just thinking if we can basically like top her off with like ether, in order to sever the connection, her ability to interact with
Meteon.
Dynamis.
We must speak.
her sisters. Like, I don't know if her lack of ether is a prerequisite to being able to communicate with her sisters, or if that's like built in and the Dynamis thing is separate. I just want to save her. Come on. Come on. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please.
I can hear you.
Please protect them. Protect them all.
Oh,
Individual
no.
self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
At this point, can't we just fill her with ether and just break this connection, please?
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star.
Okay.
Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected.
Henna. That does not ring a bell, but I'll make a note of that. Henna. Okay.
Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
Baron again. Dio. Okay.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered.
Perfect.
No extant life forms found.
Oh,
Only
no.
their lingering essence.
Everything's gone.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Oh my god.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict.
Oh.
Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Come on, that sounds like Omega, does it not? Deployment of weapons of mass destruction? Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Oh my god.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed?
This is why you do peer review.
To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to defend Hermes here. But I mean, who could have predicted that everything is dead? Yeah, he made a fatal error, but everything is barren and gone, and, as I said, dead.
But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey...
Yeah.
Or none who desire to live, what then?
You've created an existential, borderline nihilistic at this point, hive mind of bird people, Hermes.
What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteon, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Please work. Please, please, it's breaker out of this.
Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question.
Whoa.
No other intelligent life forms found.
Whoa.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
Shouldn't one of us be grabbing her? And just protecting her? Come on. Don't let her disappear again. Please. Chat, never have I wanted a character in this game to get out alive and okay. More than I have Meteon in this moment. Please. Please, let's save her.
Oh, it isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What is the meaning of this?
Whoa. Think about how recently we found out the like transformation is to them a sin.
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Doesn't his face, I hate to keep banging on about it, doesn't his face look like the face on the back of Omega with the little bits coming on it? I'm just saying. I'm latching onto it, chat. I'm not letting go.
You fool!
Hey! Can we see the moon? Whenever it's umbral winds, I have to check. It looks so good. Anyway, sorry. Getting distracted. If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteon's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment, and we must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage your pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. No moon as of yet. No moon as of yet. Rose, you can see the moon on Elpis. We discovered it the other day. Do you understand why Hermes would do this? His logic escapes me entirely. Oh. Lots of up arrows. Please be advised that the next section will take at least an hour and we'll have no places to stop. I'm not believed that is not a glitch. I don't think it's a glitch. I think they'd have patched it if it was a glitch. It's still not nighttime, so we shouldn't be able to see it yet, but it should be visible soon. Okay, a follow-up question to Lemon. After the hour-long segment, is there another bit that would be, like, important to do after that? I'm only focusing on Lemon's name, so if anyone else is answering, I'm not, unfortunately, reading. I'm waiting for Lemon. Don't worry, if anyone's responding, no offense to them, I'm not reading it. I'm focusing only on Lemon's response. It would be okay to stop after the long section. Some people think it would take like an hour and a half. Can I do a little bit more before we get to that point? Like maybe a teeny tiny bit more. Lemon. You guys can respond, but I'm only going to be reading Lemons. Because I saw a message earlier saying that I can do a little bit. There's a little bit. Okay, I'll do the little bit. I'll do the little bit. Chat, I would, trust me, and I know probably some of you are going to get upset, I would do the 1.5, 2 hours. I'm already I kind of already shouldn't have kept going streaming today because Mrs. D20 is not feeling too good with some pregnancy symptoms, and I should have gone and looked after her. But I'll do a little bit more, and then we'll stop, and then we'll resume. I promise you, chat. Don't worry. We'll do the teeniest, tiniest bit more. Or is it fine, and then we'll kick things off? If that's fine. I've only been made aware of it about 20 minutes ago, so it's not like I've been putting it off for a while. Okay, before we end then, and then we'll cliffhanger chat. Enjoy. Sorry. Let me open this up again. Tessera, Octo, Tria, Dio, Henna, Decapente. These are names given to these planets, these stars, as ordained by the ancients. Hermes, right? And they all refer to, as I understand it, numbers. So if I had to guess, Tria, 3, Dio, 2, Tessera, I don't know. I know that Decapente's 15. Anea, Octo being 8. What is Tessera and Henna? Tessera's 4. What's Henna? Henna's 1. Okay. So I don't know if that is the planets they're visiting, or I think the more likely answer to that is they are each individual member of the Meteor broadcasting back. So when it says Dio, it's Dio communicating, number 2. Or Tria, number 3 is reporting back. Or Henna, number 1, and Decapente, right? That makes more sense, doesn't it? The question I was going to ask is, not a question I'm asking you guys, but more out loud. To me, where is it? Sorry, chat. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. That, like, to me, that sounds like Omega. We know that Omega's out there doing some nasty shit, right? Weapons of mass destruction. And at this point in the story, because it's the only other extraterrestrial location that we know of, at this point in the story, the dragon's homeworld hasn't been visited. So definitely none of these locations are Midgard-Sormir's home. Because it would mention everything's fine, right? Because that doesn't happen until post-Sundering, as far as I'm aware. Because that's why when Midgard-Sormir flees the Dragon's Star, he arrives to meet Hydaelyn, rather than leaves to meet Amarotines and Ancients. Ah, chat. What a wildly good story, though, huh? I would never have expected it to get cosmic in the way it has. But then again, that is Final Fantasy, isn't it? For people who haven't played a single-player Final Fantasy game, it does normally get to the point where you're in space. So I should have probably foreseen this in some way. Blimey. Okay. Chat, we will be back Tuesday. Monday at 3 p.m. we have a midwife appointment. But Tuesday. And I'll book it in to maybe go later. I'll let Mrs. D20 know that Tuesday we'll get a takeaway or something. Sweeten the deal. Right? I'll be like, listen, baby. we'll order something in, but I need to maybe extend the stream a bit. But yeah, chat, I'll try and put together some more corkboards for Tuesday. I was going to do the tiny bit, but chat told me it's fine. I'll put some more corkboards together for Tuesday. YouTube coming up soon. Yeah, exactly, Rando. Exactly. Chat, the music is so intense here. Sorry, it's very dramatic, isn't it? Thank you all for hanging out and having a good time today. Sorry to be leaving on a cliffhanger. Not my intention. Blame my inability to defeat Venat earlier. I know I beat her on the first attempt. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But sorry that it took some time. Right, chat? Know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. Thank you all for being here. You're all amazing. Let me say goodbye to you all, and then I will disappear. Akira, Dank Dragon, Dr. Plato, Cloud, Sagittarius A, Grandorius, Solo Outro, Beard, Sarah, Experience, Requiem, Prince of Shades, Akira, Crit, TV Collapso, Chris, Althenes, Grandorius, Ogre, Joybox, Rudski, Akira, Cloud, Make Some Time, Wimpy, Soryu, Cloud, Kretzer Alma, Exiled Lunarian, Cloud, Daggle Mighty, Sagittarius A, The, Crit, Dr. Plato, Greybeard, Asuri, Valiant Turtle, Lala Aria, Rosethorn Weaver, Pear, Eriu, Stern, Z-City, Wombat Wrangler, Luke, In Space Fighting God, the usual. It's Kate, Winterfall, B4, Rando, Rafgarian, Lady Sumi, Asik, Dace, Cloud, Chromatica, Greybeard again, Stearns again, Sero, LCTL, June, thank you, June. Have a lovely time in Greece, June. Have a lovely time in Greece. Hopefully you have a lovely holiday. Terralyn, Rudski, Eriadend, Lime, Chris again, Drax, Rewind, Peachy Gummy, Becca, Winterfall, Taj, Mystic Sky, Velcro, Stearns. It's because I was listening to the song, exactly. Betty, Lala, Ashrik, Ogerd, Leonix, Anna Shadowstar, Alina, Lizzie, Fiona, Taj again, Firelord Van, Matt the Conqueror, Clivey Bear, Greybeard, Defunct, Mystic Sky, Elderly Sign, Mega Majig, Rando, Clue Lesbian, Meg, Rootski, Vagrancy. Much love, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend, whatever you get up to. I'm now going to go and look after my wife. And Tuesday, because again, Monday, midwife appointment. Sorry, chap. How dare I start a family? But yeah, back Tuesday, and I will see you then for more of the good stuff. You're all amazing. See you next time. Have a good weekend. Mwah!